struggled with
Getting
symptoms
it
like
right.
frequent gas
all
and
day
stuff.
and all night. 92.5 WFSX Estero. Fox News. Right all along.
This update is presented by Johnston Spinal Care, the leader in spinal decompression. Find them online at 596back.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Very quiet start to the morning drive across Southwest Florida. No crashes to worry about and no construction zones blocking off any of your drive along 75. Heading through the interstate right now, we're not seeing any major slowdowns. A little bit busier right at the Lee-Collier County line around the Immokalee Road and Bonita Beach Road exits. But aside from that, should be pretty easy drive on both 75 and 41 for our main highway commutes this morning. If you're taking a trip toward the East Coast, smooth sailing right now along both Alligator Alley and the East Trail as well. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another nice day for today as we continue on with the drier air. After a cooler start, temperatures will be back to near 88 degrees for this afternoon. A mix of sun and clouds today where we will stay dry. Wednesday night also we will remain dry and even into your Thursday morning. A little bit milder waking up on your Thursday with temperatures near 70s, 60s for those inland zones though. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, look out for a few showers creeping in from the south, mainly south of the Caloosahatchee River for tomorrow with the high of 90. We start to see that storm chance increasing a bit more as we head into Friday and the weekend. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
There's a reason they call tasteless, stale food leftovers. Feed your brain the right way. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
True relief for back and neck pain. Back pain, neck pain, we hear so much about it every day, but most people never understand what causes it. Very often, it is more than just sore muscles. Many times, it is caused by disc and nerve compression in the spine. This is very often not addressed. The only way to get pressure off the discs in the spine is to decompress the discs. Here at Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, non-surgical spinal decompression is a specially designed, computerized table to provide gentle, precise pulling to draw pressure off the discs and release the nerves. This process draws blood back into the discs, allowing them to heal. Completely safe and comfortable for any age. No hanging upside down. Patients with stenosis sciatica, bulging discs, neuropathy, scoliosis all find great, long-lasting relief with decompression. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596 Back. 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
With each breath, allergens, germs, and viruses get trapped in your nose. Now, there's a simple, easy, and effective way to clean your nose and protect your health. It's called Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Available at Navage.com.
I'm Mark Anajar from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Unfortunately, many drivers in Florida do not carry liability insurance or have limits of insurance that are insufficient to cover your injuries. Uninsured motorist is valuable coverage that you can purchase to protect you in those instances. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
Office in Fort Myers, Naples.
When you want the very best for your home, there's only one name that stands alone. Hardware and glass in harmony. No frames, no mess, you'll love what you see. Quality, style, and huge selection. Give your bath the look of perfection. Wanna see more? Go to my shower door.
I love being a bartender. I love waiting tables. But at the end of my shift, my feet were killing me. And so I had to pretend like I was having a good time, and really, I couldn't wait to sit down. But it wasn't just my feet, it was also my knees were achy. A lot of neck pain too. I was in so much pain, I kind of lost hope, really. And then I saw the Good Feet store, and that's when everything changed.
For over 20 years, we've helped people like Kristen enjoy their work again without their feet getting in the way.
It was pretty shocking to realize that I'd been in so much pain, and suddenly I'm completely pain-free. Now that I have the Good Feet arch supports, I don't have to pretend to be happy. I'm genuinely happy. So, cheers. My name is Kristen, and that's my Good Feet story.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Call 552-FEET or visit us in Naples or our newest store in Fort Myers.
In business, setbacks change everything, fast. Reliable Comcast Business Internet can help keep you ahead. And now you can add Security Edge. It helps protect every device that's connected, so you can be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities. Restrictions apply. Security Edge requires Comcast Business Internet.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steele.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. I am so glad you're here. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line. We stream live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching the program and subscribing to the channel. Just type in Drew Steele to any of your favorite podcast locations. You know, it's something that has been said many, many times. I see it on social media. I talk to people about this all the time. And there are people that are saying things about how we're just not a serious country. We're just not serious. You're going to hear in just a little while, if you missed the interview with Gordon Chang from yesterday, as we talked about China in depth and some of the things that are going on that we all need to be aware of. In our everyday lives, we have a lot of things that are going on, and I understand that. But ultimately, we do need to know what is happening with this administration when it comes to China, and you're going to hear about that and the concerns that many people have that as you hear more about things like hypersonic missiles that are being launched, and then the military is surprised, but the military is extremely woke, and that's really what they care about, and it seems like that's what they're focused on, hyper-focused on. You wonder whether or not we are a serious country. When we come to find out yesterday that everything seems to be fine, nothing to see here when it comes to issues along our southern border, and how everything is happening there. And we come to find out that these flights that happen between 2 and 4 a.m. Are sending illegals to areas around the country. And why are we doing this in secret? And we're told that everything is fine. We're not even going to mention that there's a crisis on the border when you have somebody who is a nominee to be the head of Customs and Border Patrol, when questioned on Capitol Hill, and will not say that there is a crisis, will not use the word crisis along our southern border. People look and say, well, we're not a serious country. We're just not serious. When we are told that it is an honor to witness Admiral Levine, the historic appointment of Admiral Levine as the first female 4-star officer to serve in the U.S. Public Health Service Commission Corps, and the first openly transgender 4-star officer to serve in any of the uniformed services, when you have the announcement that Rachel Levine makes that she is proud to be the first female 4-star officer, and when you question this notion that somehow a boy can become a girl. It cannot happen, and we are not allowed to say that. But I will say that you can't start off as a man and then become a woman. It doesn't work biologically. Look it up. Read a book. When we see that this is happening, people would say we're not a serious country. There are many things that Jen Psaki yesterday, which I'm getting ready to play some audio, about the tragedy of the treadmill that's delayed. How, when questioned about the supply chain and the concerns about some of the things that are not being delivered on time and some of the things people are not able to get. And as a reporter mentions, one of those things is a treadmill. And the mocking Jen Psaki, the arrogant Jen Psaki saying, oh, it's the tragedy of the treadmill that's delayed. How tone deaf you can be. There are people that say to me, we're not a serious country anymore. And I would make this case, we are. You and I are. I might even make the case that there are more Democrats that are serious than we may be led to believe. That the minority of voices, again, that come out and suggest that that is the majority of the thinking in this country is not going to stand. I don't believe it. I don't believe that the majority of the country hears all of this and goes along with this, even Democrats, and say, yeah, I agree with all of this. I think that this is a serious... No, it really isn't. It's not that it's not a serious country. We are all serious. It's not a serious administration. It's one that has chosen, has made the decision that this is what they are going to battle for. They're going to battle to be what? The most woke? They're going to battle to be the ones that will win the culture, because it is all about the culture. And, you know, politics is downstream from culture, everybody. And that's where we are. When we're trying to figure out why leadership is like this, why the Utes of America, that generation,
Did you say Utes?
I did say Utes. When we realize that these are the Obama kids, these are the generation of 100 years. I mean, if we're talking about the culmination of 100 years of progressive ideology, culminating in the Obama years and now the presidency of Joe Biden, where these individuals are in leadership, that the culture is trying to dictate to you that they've won. And I don't think that's the case. I don't think they have won. We've got enough pushback in us. And I believe there are more of us than there are of them who are the counterculture now, who think that all of this is absurd. It's outrageous. And we're seeing examples of the pushback in many different ways. You know, I noticed yesterday that MSNBC was talking about the Build Back Better plan. And listen, we're getting close. The progressives seeing this opening now. It looks as if it may be happening. It looks as if there's a budget deal that's getting closer and closer. My fingers are thinly spread apart. We're constantly hearing about how they're getting there. The lawmakers, progressive lawmakers, according to The Hill, had a meeting at the White House saying that President Biden is taking charge of the negotiations over his sweeping domestic agenda. He's in there, everybody. He's taking charge. How is he taking charge? Ro Khanna, a Democrat of California, said, quote, I feel that we're closer to a deal than I've ever felt before. I feel the president was engaged in the details. Are you sure he was engaged in the details? I'm just wondering, does he even know what the details are? If you really asked him, would he absolutely positively know? If you had to put him up to a microphone and say, are you somebody who is legitimately understanding of what is taking place right now? Are you somebody who is serious? And the only reason why I say that is because we have so many examples of how we're really not sure about what Joe Biden is doing half the time, right? I mean, it's this...
I got them $1.9 trillion in relief so far. Everybody benefits. It grows the economy. Fox News. But don't let up now. I wrote the bill on the environment.
Whisper Joe. What? Jake is like, I don't know what to say. Whisper Joe. I mean, is that... who was it yesterday? It was... oh, gosh, do we have that audio? I thought we had the audio of... Representative Jayapal, who was in front of the... I forget where she was. Was she in the steps of Congress there? She's at the steps of the House and being asked about this coming together with the president and how that meeting went. And the media is upset. They're worried. They want to make sure this Build Back Better plan is going to get done, right? I mean, it's...
The president is the inspirer. He is the closer. He is the convincer. The mediator in chief. He really is doing a phenomenal job.
I'm sorry, he's doing a phenomenal job of what? Of what?
I mean, I think we're trying to get this, trying to get to a real close as quickly as possible.
Yeah, trying to get to a real close as quickly as possible. But he's doing an amazing job, incredible job. There's no doubt about it. So, are we a serious country? We are. They're not. Who's going to say that they believe that Joe Biden? Well, they're saying that Joe Biden is seriously getting involved with these negotiations. And even MSNBC and Stephanie Ruhle was asking yesterday, as she was sitting with Janet Yellen, and they were talking about how this Build Back Better plan is going to get paid for, and the discussion on MSNBC, and she says,
we do not know what's in it. There's so much in there, and you don't know what's going to end up being the priorities left, which is why it's very confusing. She did say she does believe this thing is fully paid for, right? She's not supposed to sell policy. She's the one who knows the math, and she argues, yes, it's raising taxes, but that tax gap, right? They want to fund the IRS. So you don't have to change any of the tax laws. You just have to enforce them. She argues that over the next 10 years, there's $10 trillion that could be collected.
Yeah, and that's why the White House says this infrastructure bill, the sum total of it is zero, because they argue it's all paid for. I see you shaking your head.
That's a mathematics that I am not yet familiar with.
That's a mathematics that she's not familiar with. Nobody is, because they're not serious. The insulting part of this, and Jake, let's go to break right now. Here's the insulting part of all of it, about this not a serious country anymore. But it's not you, it's not me, it's this administration. It's because they don't hide it anymore. They put it all out in front of you. It's not going to cost anything. It's all paid for. Jen Psaki said that again yesterday. We'll play that audio. That's not serious, but that's not you, and that's not me. So I really feel encouraged that when people like Stephanie Ruhle on MSNBC says, this is math I don't get. I mean, are you really saying these things? Because I don't think anybody believes it, because it's not true. And there's a lot of this that we're going to bring up today. But there's a lot of fight in the American people. And I'm not talking physically in fisticuffs. I'm talking about, figuratively. There's that fight. Politically, there's the fight. And there's more examples of how I think we are winning. We'll have that coming up. Stay break from 92.5. Fox News right all along with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
Very quiet start to the morning drive across Southwest Florida. No crashes to worry about and no construction zones blocking off any of your drive along 75. Heading through the interstate right now, we're not seeing any major slowdowns. A little bit busier right at the Lee-Collier County line around the Immokalee Road and Bonita Beach Road exits. But aside from that, should be pretty easy drive on both 75 and 41 for our main highway commutes this morning. If you're taking a trip toward the East Coast, smooth sailing right now along both Alligator Alley and the East Trail as well. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another pleasant day for today. After the cooler start we had, temperatures back to 88 degrees for this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. We keep with a few passing clouds, and we will stay dry as we into your Wednesday night. Thursday off to another dry start to the day with a low near 70 degrees. And we could be looking at a few showers south of the Cooshatchee River for tomorrow afternoon with a high of 90 for your Thursday. I'm Week News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
92.5 Fox News. Right.
This Fox Business Report is presented by Island Air. High-quality AC repair and installation. Online at islandairfl.com. Online at islandairefl.com.
I'm Maria Bartiromo, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Bitcoin goes mainstream as an exchange-traded fund launches on Wall Street. The ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF closed at about $42 a share. If you want to buy the cryptocurrency itself, it would cost you $64,000 per coin. GE and Union Pacific among the latest companies to mandate COVID vaccines for workers. United Airlines says COVID put it in the loss column for the third quarter. Netflix, however, reported more than expected subscribers and better than expected earnings as viewers scrambled to watch hits like Squid Game. Earnings so far suggest companies are coping with inflation and supply chain problems, and that sent stocks higher. The Dow jumped 198 points. I'm Carmen Roberts. That's your Fox Business Report. Invested in you.
This is a message for all men. Look, my family doctor said my ED was incurable. There was nothing anyone could do but perform surgery. My wife was supportive. She told me it wasn't important and there were other things we could do, but deep down, I knew she was disappointed. I felt less of a man, less of a husband. I was embarrassed. I heard the ads for the Fort Myers Men's Clinic, and I thought to myself, how can the doctors at that clinic claim to resolve my erectile dysfunction in 15 minutes or less? So I called, made an appointment, my wife went with me, and let me say, my doctor was wrong. We have regained our intimacy. They can help. No matter your age or your condition, $99 for a doctor consultation and a test dose of the medication can help. Call now, 239-317-7777, 317-7777, 317-7777, or FortMyersMen'sClinic.com. And be sure to ask about the incredible Pulse ED, known to increase stamina, sensitivity, and even size.
Hey guys, there is some important news that all men should take very seriously. Your prostate health. Are you urinating more frequently? Are you waking up at night to urinate? Are you sick and tired of prostate pills that just don't work? Sound familiar? If you are one of the millions of men with prostate problems that are driving you nuts, there is some great news. Prostagenics is the all-natural product that beat over 157 other prostate supplements in lab tests and was rated the #1 most powerful prostate supplement in the world. #1, because it works. So why not try some Prostagenics, and your prostate troubles will be a thing of the past. You'll get a great night's sleep and stop waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. To get your free bottle of Prostagenics, call now, 800-600-2020. That's 1-800-600-2020. Take advantage of our 90-day money-back guarantee. Call 800-600-2020. Do it now.
Introducing the Fpl Energy Manager, a new way to take control of your energy use and your bill. You can monitor, analyze, even simulate your energy use and save. Find savings to sing about at fpl.com/take control.
Are you a veteran or do you know a veteran? Because military veteran Dr. Joseph Vanderbosch of Freedom Dental in Fort Myers has an upcoming event to benefit you.
Basically, for veterans, if they need emergency treatment done, we offer that availability for them to get some help. Because we don't want to see them in pain for a system that doesn't work for them. But if you need a cleaning, we'll take care of that too.
If you're a veteran, don't miss the event that Dr. Vanderbosch and Freedom Dental have coming up on Veterans Free Dental Care Day, Friday, November 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., where veterans can get free dental care.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching the program and subscribing to the channel. Yeah, listen, this administration is not serious. The left, progressives, the American Marxists, the communists, the socialists, it's not every Democrat. Hey, let me say this today, because I've been getting a lot of emails and some grief about this, because people are getting upset that I keep calling out Democrats and I keep suggesting that every single Democrat is a Marxist or a communist or a socialist, and it's hyperbolic. It's not right, because they're not that way. Well, I do it because I'm trying to ask you the simple question. Are you really a Democrat? Are you sure you're a Democrat? Are you sure you align yourself with this party? I'm just asking. Because you know and I know where this party is. You know and I know where this party stands. As a Democrat, it's okay. Admit it. And then once you admit who and what the party is, then you can decide if that's your ideology, if that's what you think. And that's where I'm trying to go with that. Because I really want to know if that's exactly when you hear Jen Psaki when talking about the supply chain issues, and Jen Psaki says,
just a question on the timing on the supply chain issue.
Yeah.
Actions that the president has taken.
Right, the actions that the president's taken, the supply chain issues that we all know exist in everything that we have that's going on right now, and how hard it is to get certain things at the grocery store and when you're ordering parts. Can you imagine what it's like for truck drivers, as a matter of fact? They're trying to get parts to make sure that we get the products that we're looking to get from places like ports around the country.
It was clear in March of 2020, when COVID hit, that the supply chains across the world have been disrupted. Even as the sort of work to fight back against COVID proceeded, it was crystal clear that things were not improving on supply chain. People couldn't get dishwashers and furniture and treadmills delivered on time, not to mention all sorts of other things. So why is
the tragedy of the treadmill that's delayed?
Right, the problem.
Excuse me?
Why
is the tragedy of the treadmill that's delayed?
Right.
The tragedy of the treadmill that's delayed, Jake. That's what it's the tragedy of the treadmill. It's so sad. Oh, because that's really what it is. It's a problem of the rich, right? Here we go again. This is a high class, rich person's problem. It's not the American people. Here you go again. I mean, she had an opportunity yesterday, once again, to call out what was said by Ron Klain, who was the White House chief of staff, who was retweeting that tweet talking about these are high-class problems. She had a chance to just zip it. Just don't say anything when asked about that. And just answer the question. And instead, it's the tragedy of the treadmill that's delayed. It still is the high-class problems for you. And I ask you as a Democrat, is that what you think? Is this your party? You'll go along with this? All right. We'll talk about that more coming up. You missed the interview with Gordon Chang from yesterday. We're going to have that coming up.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Maureen saved big shopping epic daily deals at Amazon. So now she's free to become Maureen the Merrier. And with her brand new tableware, everyone's welcome at Maureen's table. All of her family, friends, even her neighbor with the pet. Hey, has anyone seen a ferret around here? Found it. Dig into Amazon's epic daily deals. Spend less, smile more.
Can I see your pre-plan, please?
Before you reach the pearly gates is the best time to consider your plan. Harvey Engelhardt Funeral Home will provide peace of mind that lets you set and forget, relieving stress and decision-making on loved ones when the time comes. Ensure that your wishes are honored and relieve your family of guessing what your intentions were. There are many reasons to pre-plan, including a price guarantee and transferability. Harvey Engelhardt can arrange monthly payment plan options with automatic withdrawal. Your loved ones are relieved both of the financial responsibility and the burden of decisions at your passing. Planning is what we do for when the time comes. Harvey Engelhardt will see you through from beginning to end. We also have comprehensive military honors options for veterans. Pre-planning is the ultimate gift of selflessness to the surviving spouse and family. Please call us at 239-936-2177. Harvey Engelhardt, we're here to help.
We believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. We can help you determine how much risk you're taking, red flags that could be potential problems for you, how much you're paying in fees or commissions, potential tax liability, or even how to address Social Security.
Tune in to WealthWorks Radio with Eric Carney every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
Sales desk, Marty speaking.
Marty.
What?
They've all gone mad.
Who?
Victory Lane Chevrolet.
Where?
On the corner of Fowler and Winkler.
How?
During Moonlight Madness, Victory Lane's paying overbook value for trades, giving crazy discounts on new Chevys, and they don't scare customers away with insane high-pressure sales tactics.
Why? Why would they do that?
Because, Marty, you do. It's Moonlight Madness at Victory Lane Chevrolet. Get over book value for your trade and save thousands on new Chevys. Plus 0% financing for 72 months on select new Chevys. And current Costco members receive an additional $1,000 off MSRP on most new Chevys in stock. And your credit pass can't haunt you anymore with our goal 100% credit approval. Don't miss Moonlight Madness at Victory Lane Chevrolet on the corner of Fowler and Winkler. Find new roads. Online, victorylanechevrolet.com.
0% equals $13.89 per thousand finance. With approved credit on select models. All rebates to dealer cannot combine offers. Costco members must provide proof of membership. Expires 10/31/21.
Fox News. I'm Chris Foster. President Biden is paring down his wish list for his social spending agenda, trying to find common ground among Democrats in Congress.
The Washington Post says President Biden's considering scaling back from his original $3.5 trillion social spending program and bringing it down to around $1.7 to $1.9 trillion. Democrats have set an October 31st deadline to get the deal done.
Fox's Jill Nato. Southwest Airlines drops a plan to put employees asking for an exemption to its coronavirus vaccine mandate on unpaid leave as of December 8th.
According to an internal note obtained by Fox Business, Southwest employees whose accommodations aren't approved or reviewed by that date will continue to work while following all COVID mask and distancing guidelines applicable to their position until the accommodation has been processed.
Fox's Laura Engel. America's listening to Fox News.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. Dealing with a crash right now. Heading out through Lehigh Acres. Lee County deputies calling this a hit-and-run crash with injuries at Windermere Drive and Richmond Avenue North. You'll see both deputies and Florida Highway Patrol troopers on scene along with EMS dealing with that injury crash. So just expect to see some activity out there. No problems up and down I-75 for the early morning drive. Getting a little bit busier southbound toward Daniels Parkway and heading farther south even toward the Lee-Collier County line. No problems on US 41 early on this morning. If you're heading toward the East Coast on both the East Trail and Alligator Alley, everything nice and clear. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another nice day for today as we continue on with the drier air. After a cooler start, temperatures will be back to near 88 degrees for this afternoon. A mix of sun and clouds today where we will stay dry. Wednesday night also we will remain dry and even into your Thursday morning. A little bit milder waking up on your Thursday with temperatures near 70s, 60s for those inland zones though. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, look out for a few showers creeping in from the south, mainly south of the Caloosahatchee River for tomorrow with the high of 90. We start to see that storm chance increasing a bit more as we head into Friday and the weekend. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Joe Biden's plan for America? Recycled leftovers. Time for some right thinking. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
It's Fred Kobe with your Kobe Cooling Tip of the Day. Most people don't know this, but in Southwest Florida, your air conditioner is designed for an outdoor temperature of about 92 degrees and the indoor temperature at 75. Well, oddly enough, it gets hotter than that in Florida in the summertime. That means that part of the year, your air conditioner is too small by design. It's the correct size for the house, but in the summertime it seems to struggle for a little while in the afternoon, which may be very normal. So don't panic. Use a NATE certified mechanic to find out the truth and make sure your machine is sized correctly. Bigger is not better in this business. The right size is the right size. When you think of air conditioning companies, we hope you'll think of Kobe Cooling. No nonsense and no pressure. We're the company your neighbors use. License CACO 57313. Kobe, the most trusted name in the business since 1949. Locally owned and operated.
Fox News listeners, Saturday morning is the perfect time to talk boats and water fun in Southwest Florida. This is Adam Botana again from Baywater Sousa Boat Club. Join us every Saturday morning from 7 to 8 for the Baywater Boat Club Hour. We talk boats, fishing, boating hotspots, water quality, on top of Jake the Millennial and I just having fun on the radio. And if you don't have a boat, Baywater Sousa Boat Club has got you covered. Just call me, Adam, at 239-495-0455.
True relief for back and neck pain.
Did you play golf or tennis today and wish that you didn't have to deal with the back or neck pain? Do you feel hesitant to swing all the way through or run across the court because of pain? People just assume they have to live with it or just get epidurals. They are wrong. People look at it from the wrong perspective. Most people only think about treating the symptoms and not the cause. At Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, we treat the cause using non-surgical spinal decompression. Now available for anyone, not just the injured or professional athletes. Spinal decompression is a safe, non-surgical treatment that takes pressure off the nerves and discs, increasing blood circulation, allowing the back to heal. Safe, long-lasting results for sciatica, stenosis, scoliosis, herniated discs, or even failed back surgery. Don't suffer. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596 Back, 596 BACK. That's 596-2225.
Hello, I'm Brian Resney, president of Resney Wealth Management and host of the Resney Wealth Report and TV show on the weekends. Investors come to my TV and radio shows to learn and to get educated so they can make better decisions about their retirement and their portfolio. What's your risk management strategy? Are you willing to subject your portfolio to another massive decline in a set it and forget it strategy, or are you looking for a difference? Listen to my show Sunday mornings, 10 to noon on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
Southwest Florida, are you getting the most out of your Medicare benefits? Annual enrollment is October 15th through December 7th. With a United Healthcare Medicare Advantage plan, you get more for your Medicare dollar, including benefits like vision, hearing, dental care, and much more. Take advantage. Call United Healthcare today at 1-855-608-8763. That's 1-855-608-8763. Benefits, features, or devices vary by plan and area. Limitations and exclusions apply.
stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
All right, 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. Coming up this morning, we're going to talk a little bit more about Southwest Airlines. So they're walking back the unpaid leave stance for unvaccinated staffers seeking exemptions. So is this kind of a way they're going to slow walk back everything that has been happening with them? They're not going to place unvaccinated staff on unpaid leave. They're going to wait until they go through the process. December 8th is that deadline for that forced, they're going to not force people into unpaid leave, which is a change from what they previously said they were going to do. And, I mean, when you think about it, what it's been doing to Southwest, one of the nation's largest airlines, and one of the 4 majors, and you got the busy holiday season, you have many people who are pushing back against mandates, and it seems more and more like they're listening. They're listening to those that are pushing back against mandates. It's not whether or not vaccines are effective or not, and it's not anti-vaxxers or anything like that. It's about you getting the jab because a company or somebody who knows nothing about you tells you have to, including your natural immunity. So we're going to talk about that coming up in a little bit and a whole lot more. But yesterday, if you missed it, an important segment, a lot of people were asking about it again. Gordon Chang was on with us as we were talking about China and on the heels of the news that hypersonic missile that we can't defend, something that military was shocked about, and they were surprised that this was happening. Of course, with the military going woke and so many things that we've been concerned about, the attention that we're not paying to China. And so I asked about that, and should we be concerned? Was this a shock as far as what was going on with that hypersonic missile?
Yeah, the American people should be angry. They should be angry for a lot of reasons, because we've had a political class that has gotten China 100% wrong for a very long time. You know, hypersonic technology originated in the U.S., and yet the Chinese are now at least a decade ahead of us. And by the way, right now, Drew, we cannot shoot down a hypersonic glide warhead because previous generations of American policymakers thought that the United States would be better protected if we could not shoot down that. Yes, that's right. They thought we'd be safer if we did not have the capability of shooting down something like this. I'm just outraged.
Yeah, and I know many people are in the discussion about how they would get this technology. I mean, is it safe to say that, and others have said it, some politicians have said this out loud, which is they've stolen all of this. They get it from us. They get it from others. It's not something that they're creating. A lot of what they do isn't that way at all. It's we're going to lose this because they're getting our technology.
Yes, I mean, China steals somewhere like $500 billion worth of U.S. intellectual property each year. That number came from John Radcliffe when he was Director of National Intelligence. Some people put it a little bit lower. Some people put it a little bit higher. But whatever the number is, Drew, it is a grievous wound on not only the U.S. national security, but also our economy. Yeah. And everything else eventually depends on our ability to create economic output to support the society that we have.
Yeah, and certainly this administration, when you have Jen Psaki saying that we welcome stiff competition, how could you even say that? This idea that this is something that would be we welcomed is another outrage from this administration. But, you know, there's one thing I did want to talk to you about, and I've been dying to talk to you about this. By the way, Gordon Chang joining us on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. I'm telling you now more than ever, please follow him on Twitter at Gordon G. Chang. And it has to do with Taiwan. And it's this. You know, we've talked about Taiwan and the concerns that we both have discussed with regard to China and the aggressive nature of the discussions and the talk about wanting Taiwan and whether or not we are going to finally make it known to the world, like verbally, out loud, to say that we will defend Taiwan. We have to do that now more than ever, do we not?
Oh, we absolutely do. For decades, we had a policy called strategic ambiguity, where we told neither Beijing nor Taipei what we would do. And it did work in a benign period. But we're no longer in a benign period, Drew, because we've got Xi Jinping. He's an aggressor. He has made it clear that he wants to use force to take over Taiwan. He doesn't believe the U.S. is strong enough to stop him. We know that because that's been the main theme of Chinese propaganda since March of this year. So, yeah, this is an exceedingly dangerous time. And one way we can stop him is to say to him in public, as you point out, that we will defend Taiwan, we'll extend a mutual defense treaty to Taipei if they want it. That by itself would probably stop the Chinese cold, but Biden won't do it.
Yeah. And you know why I'm saying this? I'm saying this because there are people that are saying we can't. Like, that's the worst thing you can do, because if you were to say that, it would be antagonizing as opposed to something that would be a deterrent, which seems ridiculous. That's not how you should approach the Chinese Communist Party, right?
Oh, absolutely shouldn't do that. I mean, that's like saying to Adolf Hitler, oh, we really just don't think that you're going to do this, so we won't say we will deter you.
Right.
Well, there was the 1930s. It showed that Britain and France adopted policies that were, in retrospect, designed not to stop Hitler. Well, we're the Britain and France of the second decade of the 21st century. We're playing out the same types of policies to a same type of aggressor.
Yeah. Does this the missiles, the hypersonic missiles now, and we see this now visually. We obviously China's denying this. We know that this has taken place, but does this put everything in a completely different perspective on something else that we have talked about in the past, which is how does the next conflict look on the ground, in the air? It's not your World War II battles. It's not how close you are in the battles with ships, per se, in certain areas of the world, and how close you are. But it takes it to a different place now because it's more than that, right? It's cyber attacks. It's missiles that are hypersonic. It's artificial intelligence. It's bigger than this, right?
Yes. Well, first of all, in the months before the war, China could release a disease like it released COVID-19. We don't know how COVID-19 started, but we know that the Chinese leadership adopted decisions that would inevitably spread the disease beyond China's borders. So in the months before a war, you'd have disease. In the first hours of the war, you'd have cyber war, as you point out, and you'd have a war in space. They would try to take down our satellites. We'd try to defend ours. We might try to take down theirs, though we don't really have as much capability in that regard as they do. And then, of course, it then looks like World War II slogged on the ground. But the difference is that both combatants have nuclear weapons. And that's where the hypersonic glide warhead comes in, because that is a game changer. We have no defense against that at all. And not only don't we have any defense, we won't even know that it's coming. So
right.
It's a very different type of war.
Yeah. And, the other thing that I've been dying to talk to you about, because I had a conversation last week with a friend of mine, and as we were talking about the issues with China and supply chain, he was talking about the fact that I wonder how much economically China is affected by a supply chain when they can't move products because the products aren't moving to the shores, onto our shores. Does that affect them economically? But then another side of it is something that I talked about, and I wanted to get your thoughts on this. I've always been amazed that people have thought of Xi as someone who I guess you could say is a totalitarian, but he's a communist, and he's showing it more now by the way he's treating the economy in China, the banks and the like, and how now he's finally saying, it's almost as if Xi has said, okay, now everything that has happened in the past that brought us to this point, that was sort of like almost a free market, if you will, or maybe not a free market, but a marketplace that was more open. We're shutting that down. Now communism is coming into play, and people seem to be shocked by that. Does that make sense?
Well, you're right about that people are shocked that Xi Jinping actually is a communist and that he means what he says.
Right.
The Communist Party had many times the ability to change its name. They could have called it something else. They could have taken down Mao Zedong's portrait from Tiananmen Square, from the Gate of Heavenly Peace. They didn't do it. And that should have told us something, that they really are communists. It is Xi Jinping, but it's also the people before him. They're communists too.
Yeah.
They just felt that they couldn't actually do what they wanted to. Well, Xi Jinping believes that China can do what it wants. So, yeah, he now looks like a real communist. And you're right. People in the U.S. are shocked. We shouldn't be.
Right. And how we even got to that place, how we even envisioned China to be anything other than what they are showing and what Xi is showing now to be more than ever is amazing to me, how that would happen. But getting to the other part of it, and obviously the economic issues that are going on, like what's the latest with Evergrande and the banks and what's happening there and the economy? I'm hearing some things out of there that still are pretty dire for the Chinese economy. Is that still the case, or what specifically is happening now? Yeah.
First of all, on Monday, yesterday, they announced 4.9% GDP growth for the third quarter of this year on year, which it was below expectations, but still is inflated. I don't think their economy is growing at all because we can see this from very weak consumption surveys, from a number of indicators they've already given us about consumption. Also, we know from the rolling power blackouts that they can't have had a great manufacturing sector. Those blackouts are still continuing. And on Evergrande, which you mentioned, they did make a payment to onshore investors in local currency, but they've missed now 3 bond payments to foreign bondholders. Another big Chinese property developer, Cynic, they just defaulted. This is a slow motion crisis, but it is going to be a crisis. It's going to be their 2008, which they deferred. They're having their 2008 right now.
But now with a Xi who is showing more the fact that communism is the ideology of the day and making the moves that he is making, does that kind of change the dynamic a little bit then at that point?
It does. First of all, the moves that he are making, which is taking China back to Maoism, right. He can't do it all the way, but that's the direction he's going. Right. First of all, that is undercutting the Chinese economy. Also, it's convincing foreign investors that China might not be the best place to put your money. So it's having a twin effect, and that's not good for the Chinese economy or the Chinese people, of course.
And is a concern to you as well, that wounded animal effect, where if things are starting to go down like this, the concerns of someone deciding to be a little more aggressive on the world stage would be something that could be a possibility too?
Absolutely. You put your finger, I think, on the most important aspect of China, and that is a weak China is more dangerous than a strong China. And right now, we have a weak China with a leader who has a very low threshold of risk.
Yeah. Now more than ever, I'll tell you, Gordon G. Chang is the place to go on Twitter, at Gordon G. Chang. Please go there and get information, and certainly the books, the Coming Collapse of China and the Great U.S.-China Tech War. The great Gordon Chang joining us on Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News. You know, I always appreciate having you on, sir. All the best, and we'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you, Drew. Thank you so much.
All right, it is Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News right all along. Let's find out what's going on with traffic right now. We've got Teresa O'Shea. She's got it.
Good morning. Dealing with a crash right now at Gunnery Road and Lee Boulevard with roadblock at the intersection, and we're seeing major delays starting to build up westbound on Lee Boulevard with that crash. We also have a crash at Windermere Drive and Richmond Avenue North in Lehigh Acres. That's a hit and run with injuries, but no roadblock, just seeing a little bit of volume on Richmond Avenue heading through the area. We've got troopers and deputies on that scene. Crash also in Collier County at Pine Ridge Road and Logan Boulevard South, seeing just a little bit of a slowdown at that intersection. It's a busy one. If you can avoid it, maybe take Vanderbilt Beach Road or I-75 or Livingston instead of taking Logan this morning. We also have a crash at Collier Boulevard and Business Circle in East Naples. No injuries to report there. Just watch for some slight delays. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another pleasant day for today. After the cooler start we had, temperatures back to 88 degrees for this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. We keep with a few passing clouds, and we will stay dry as we into your Wednesday night. Thursday off to another dry start to the day with a low near 70 degrees. And we could be looking at a few showers south of the Cooshatchee River for tomorrow afternoon with a high of 90 for your Thursday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
When Truly Nolan is on the chase, what do you know? You know they're faster than a speeding cockroach, able to leap into spaces where only spiders hide. You know they're smarter than conniving ants and more nimble than a swarm of mosquitoes. You know whatever they're after, they'll get the job done right. Because when Truly Nolan is in hot pursuit, you know there's no escape. Schedule your free estimate today and get $50 off pest control by going to trulynolan.com or call us at 800-GO-TRULY.
When you want the very best for your home, there's only one name that stands alone. Hardware and glass in harmony. No frames, no mess. You'll love what you see. Quality, style, and huge selection. Give your bath the look of perfection. Wanna see more? Go to my shower door.
I'm Lois Tomey. As Wink fights to feed hungry families, we also focus on our culinary community. Wink Taste of the Town, good food for a good cause. Join us November 6th and 7th at Fort Myers Centennial Park for tasty treats and delicious drinks. We'll showcase the best of Lee County's local restaurants and businesses, benefiting Cameo of Lee County. Live music, a children's area, and a festive feast. Just go to tasteofthetown.net for more info. Wink Taste of the Town, a weekend of family fun, all in good taste.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. But what does that really mean for our clients, for you? It means that when you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army. 800 lawyers alone. Your case is a big deal to us. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Offices, Fort Myers and Naples.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Retire with Grace with Bob Grace, Saturday mornings at 8 and Sundays at noon to get the answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Don't miss Retire with Grace, a Tri-Found company, Saturday mornings at 8 and Sundays at noon. Firm offers insurance services. Investment advisory services offered only by duly registered individuals through AE Wealth Management, LLC.
Celebrate your accomplishments with a previously enjoyed Rolex watch from Duncan's Diamonds. From sporty to dress models.
Hi, I'm Stuart Duncan, and here at Duncan's Diamonds, we have the finest previously enjoyed Rolexes available.
We make the process easy, beginning with the guidance of our expert consultants.
Why buy a new Rolex at full price when you can buy the exact same watch, only a few years older, certified, fixed up, refurbished with a 2-year warranty? And our knowledgeable staff will make your experience as memorable as your timepiece. Come to Duncan's Diamonds today and leave confident. You will receive the highest quality at the best possible prices. We will not be undersold by anyone, anytime, anywhere, and you can count on that.
Duncan's Diamonds. Come celebrate with the Rolex of your dreams. Naples at Mercado, Gulf Coast Town Center, and Fort Myers on US 41. Find your own one-of-a-kind jewelry.
Your home is the one place where everything should be perfect, including your air. AC by Florida Comfort Systems helps you achieve the perfect air you deserve with reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. Call AC by Florida Comfort Systems to hear more about how we can help you feel healthier and happier in your home. It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Call us today or visit us online at acbyfcs.com. License number CAC 057065.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
All right, 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching. Yeah, listen, people say we're not a serious country. I think that we are serious people. I think this administration is definitely not serious when it comes to a lot of different topics. I mean, at least it's not that bad. I mean, can you imagine if something like Lucky Charms were told to little kids and big kids and adults and everybody that's it's probably healthier, a better choice of food than like eggs or cheese or beef. I mean, we would never have a situation.
Breaking news. A bombshell.
Oh, wait, this just in. Yeah, they did. Hey, they got a new pyramid for food, everybody. Jake, are you familiar with Lucky Charms at all?
I have a box at home.
No wonder they're after me Lucky Charms. Just a new oat cereal with marshmallow bits and lucky shapes.
Yeah, with lucky shapes. Apparently, it's so lucky that it's great for your health. Better than eggs and cheddar cheese and ground beef. So they just did this new healthfulness metric. You know, when you look at a box or you see the pyramid and it says, hey, these are the foods that the government tells you should be eating. Well, I guess there's this website that said, here's what we have to do. We have to let everybody know what the best foods are to eat. And they say that ground beef, cheddar cheese, and egg is like down at the bottom of the list. You got to minimize all this stuff. But if you want something better than that, the next ones up from that are Lucky Charms, grape juice, Cheerios, canned peaches. Like they're serious. So they have this food compass score, like the ones you should be encouraged to eat and then the ones you should minimize. So you got to lay off the ground beef and the cheddar cheese and the eggs, and you got to really dig into watermelon, canned peaches, and Cheerios. Oh, and Lucky Charms too. They score better than beef and eggs. Maybe we're not a serious people. Maybe I spoke too soon. I don't know. You ready for that? Jake is all happy because now his Lucky Charms are more nutritious. All right, coming up, we got to seriously do something about this. Maybe there is something we can do. How about a whole new internet? Coming up.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Hey, this is Papa with a special message. God bless America. I moved our family here in 1986 from Texas. I was brought up with the old-fashioned conservative values. Be honest, tell the truth, do a good job. Hopefully my three sons, Casey, Kerry, and Cody, will continue our family business with the same old-fashioned values. If you do call for our free inspection, we'll be honest and show you the facts. If you don't need a new roof, we'll tell you. If you only need some repairs and want your roof to look new and beautiful, we'll do that too, and we'll make it affordable. Many of our customers are snowbirds, and many have told us that they want to move here permanently because of the sad state of affairs in their cities. We love Southwest Florida, and thanks to you, we have a good business. Call me for a free inspection, and we will be on time, and we'll do a good job. Call me at 945-2700. That's 945-2700. Remember, area code 239-945-2700. We love the good old USA. License number CCC 1326213.
Experience really does matter. Hi, this is Vincent Napoleon. We're currently experiencing a very different real estate market. Is this a bubble? Is it going to last? Should I sell now or should I buy now? With over 30 years of living and working right here in Collier County, I know I can help guide you through. If you're currently thinking about selling your home or buying a home, please reach out to me today. Recognized by the Wall Street Journal and Real Trends magazine as one of the nation's top performing agents with a #1 firm, Coldwell Banker. You know, it costs you nothing to meet with me, but will cost you thousands not to. Please go to thatradioed.com, again, thatradioed.com, or feel free to email me at thatradioed@gmail.com, thatradioed@gmail.com. Vincent Napoleon, thank you.
This is 92.5 WFSX Estero, Fox News. Right all along. On the radio, on your smart speaker, and online at rightallalong.net.
More Americans are getting out of Afghanistan. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
Today on the plane behind me, Americans along with other foreign nationals and Afghan civilians will take a Qatari evacuation flight from Kabul to Doha to get out of Taliban territory.
That's Fox's Trey Yingst, Kabul more than a month and a half after the chaotic evacuations as U.S. troops left. To withdrawal, the State Department's Inspector General will investigate. Now, Russia is taking the lead, trying to send aid to Afghanistan. Fox's Simon Owen following this live.
Dave, Russia is hosting an international conference on Afghanistan today with that country's new Taliban leaders among those in attendance. China and Pakistan are also there, but the US is not. State Department spokesperson Ned Price blamed logistical difficulties.
We look forward to engaging in that forum going forward, but we're not in a position to take part this week.
Russia's foreign minister opened the talks by calling on the international community to provide humanitarian aid. Dave?
Simon, Democrats keep trying to work out a compromise on a social spending plan Republicans oppose.
The Washington Post says President Biden's considering scaling back from his original $3.5 trillion social spending program and bringing it down to around $1.7 to $1.9 trillion. The That's more in line with what moderate Senator Joe Manchin's been demanding.
Fox's Jill Nato. President Biden met with Manchin and separately with a group of House progressives. The Senate plans to vote today on voting reform. The Democratic leader Chuck Schumer says
it sets common sense standards to make sure all Americans, no matter what zip code they live in, have the freedom to vote safely, securely.
But Minority Leader Mitch McConnell says
they would like to have the federal government take over all of state elections.
So Republicans may block the bill. The Supreme Court's refused to hear an appeal from healthcare workers in Maine who are challenging the COVID vaccine mandate. In Washington state, nearly 1,900 workers have lost their jobs over one. America's listening to Fox News.
This update is presented by Lee Auto Group. Find your perfect vehicle at lee-cars.com.
Wink News, traffic.
Good morning. Dealing with a crash right now at Gunnery Road and Lee Boulevard with roadblock at the intersection, and we're seeing major delays starting to build up westbound on Lee Boulevard with that crash. We also have a crash at Windermere Drive and Richmond Avenue North in Lehigh Acres. That's a hit and run with injuries, but no roadblock, just seeing a little bit of volume on Richmond Avenue heading through the area. We've got troopers and deputies on that scene. Crash also in Collier County at Pine Ridge Road and Logan Boulevard South, seeing just a little bit of a slowdown at that intersection. It's a busy one. If you can avoid it, maybe take Vanderbilt Beach Road or I-75 or Livingston instead of taking Logan this morning. We also have a crash at Collier Boulevard and Business Circle in East Naples. No injuries to report there. Just watch for some slight delays. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another nice day for today as we continue on with the drier air. After a cooler start, temperatures will be back to near 88 degrees for this afternoon. A mix of sun and clouds today where we will stay dry. Wednesday night also we will remain dry and even into your Thursday morning. A little bit milder waking up on your Thursday with temperatures near 70s, 60s for those inland zones though. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, look out for a few showers creeping in from the south, mainly south of the Caloosahatchee River for tomorrow with the high of 90. We start to see that storm chance increasing a bit more as we head into Friday and the weekend. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
No matter where you want to listen, you'll be all set when you stream 92.5 Fox News live at rightallalong.net.
Hey, look, you don't have to go through the fall months with that joint pain. You can call QC Kinetics now. Regenerative solutions that are here, bringing lasting relief from joint pain with no downtime, no surgery, no steroids. It's Drew Steele talking about QC Kinetics. They use natural biologic therapies that restore and repair damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and back. Patients here are raving about the results. Don't think surgery is your only option. Call QC Kinetics now and learn more about these exciting natural alternatives. You've heard football legend Emmitt Smith talk about QC. It's time you see what it's all about. Fall is the time to enjoy life to its fullest, so why not act right now? Restorative, regenerative therapies, they're available now. And the office consultation is free. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN, 239-893-PAIN.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
Dan Martineau from D.R. Martineau Roofing and Gutters. Get your mind out of the gutters. We are proud to announce the addition of our seamless aluminum gutter division. Contact our team for your free quote. Just Google DRM Roofing.
License number CCC 1326954.
For professional roofing, the name you need to know is D.R. Martineau.
We believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. We can help you determine how much risk you're taking, red flags that could be potential problems for you, how much you're paying in fees or commissions, potential tax liability, or even how to address Social Security.
Tune in to WealthWorks Radio with Eric Carney every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
Is foot pain making your life miserable? The Good Feet Store specializes in foot pain relief. Call 552-FEET or visit us at the Good Feet Store in Naples or our newest location in Fort Myers. Or stop in for a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet Store.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steele.
Well, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. Thank you so much for watching the program and subscribing to the podcast. All very, I was going to say all very good things, but that sounds really, that sounded almost arrogant. Probably shouldn't say something like that, right, Jake? It's a thank you for watching and then subscribing. That's it. All right, so we're going over some of the headlines, checking out some of the stories that are out there right now. One of the things that I wanted to certainly make mention of is the fact that you have records now that we are being told, the issue of the alleged rape of a student in Loudoun County and how you had a parent who was there at the school board meeting. You remember this, the school board who apparently knew from the superintendent and knew about this taking place, but the idea that they were holding back this information about that, it was taking place because of the agenda that they wanted to push at the time, which was a transgender issue there in the schools, and ultimately a child, the alleged rape of a child by a transgender student. Well, dispatch records from the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office are now suggesting that a school administrator and school resource officer didn't act urgently to involve police specialists in a reported rape on the 28th at Stonebridge High School. This is from the Daily Wire. The SRO, who's working full-time at the school handling routine matters, but officially works for the sheriff's office, radio that he was briefed by assistant principal of a student that had made allegations of this possibly happening, and that they knew about this. Investigating at the time, parents have been notified by the administration, so they were told that they was being investigated for nearly an hour, but never called anybody from the outside. That they were told that they were aware of it, I guess. But it's unclear whether the assistant principal learned about this a couple of hours ago or whether the alleged rape occurred then and the administrator didn't learn until sometime later that day. Again, more disturbing news from this school board, and certainly the story that many people are seeing in this, the horrific situation there, trying to conceal an assault against a child in a bathroom because of the idea that you want to push an agenda is something that is so horrific to people's common sense, to their sensibility, and in general, that it's something that is not going to stop when it comes to parents pushing back against school boards and those that will tell us, people that will try to communicate that somehow that we're not the ones that are responsible for our children, that we are not the ones who get to make the decisions on what is and is not when it comes to our child's education, that we're not the ones that should be talking at all about these issues because the district's got it, because the state has it. The state's got control of your kids. You don't. Which seems like that I'm even saying that. You know, and I know the fact that I'm even saying this out loud almost seems crazy. But that's what we have going on in many places around the country, and some would say right here in Southwest Florida. And we're going to touch on some of those issues and some of the things that we can do to push back against school boards here. Brendan Leslie is going to join us at the bottom of the hour with some stories about how things are shaping up when it comes to Lee County School Board, for example. And look, are there people running? Is anybody at all going to be stepping up and saying, yes, I will be there to run against those that are going to run again for a re-election on school boards? I mean, it has to happen, right? And that when you hear others who are trying to communicate to you that, look, it really is about the state. It's really about the schools. It's not about you as a parent. The Terry McAuliffe issue has become one that is front and center. It's really about his campaign. Terry McAuliffe is the Democrat in Virginia who's running around against Greg Youngkin, I think is his name, and he's the Republican, and it's closer than people want to admit. And a lot of it has to do with some of the things that parents there in Virginia are hearing from the possibly could be next governor of the state, when you remember he was the one that talked about how, yeah, it's not about parents. The parents don't really have a say in what's going on with the education. It really is about the board. It's about the state. And even one TV station there in Virginia was questioning McAuliffe, giving him an opportunity once again, as this election is, it's, the eve, quote unquote, here we are of this election. And the opportunity to do something, to say something, to walk that back. And what did he do when the TV station there in Virginia questioned him on it?
So did you misspeak during that debate? No, I was talking about what we need to do, bringing people together. We have the state boards, we have the election, we have the Board of Education, and we have the local school boards who are all involved in this process.
Yeah, that's right. They're all part of the process. No, he's not going to walk it back. An opportunity to do it, but still to say again, and Drew, why are you talking about the state of Virginia? What does that have to do with the state of Florida? What does that have to do with us here in Southwest Florida? It has everything to do with it, because if Terry McAuliffe is to win in the state of Virginia, it may be just business as usual, and something like that would be said by a person, a gubernatorial candidate. You'll hear that and believe that that's what the people in the state want, which is going to give more juice, more power to the unions who agree with all of this, which is definitely going to trickle down to our state. And people are going to think that that's what we believe here, even in this town. As a matter of fact, he was not happy with this interview. He had the opportunity for 20 minutes, only took 10 minutes, and then in the middle of it walks out and really questions why a TV station would ask things like this. It's really not what the listeners or the viewers want.
He says election integrity is the number one issue. No, it isn't. Healthcare, COVID, education, job.
And finally.
Okay. All right, we're over. That's it. Hey, I gave you extra time. Come on, man. You should have asked better questions early on. You should have asked questions your viewers care about.
Well, we did.
We did. You should have asked a question. They do care about this. Even independents see this. Here's something from Gallup that maybe you don't realize, and this is for you Democrats who, again, I am asking you, as I pick on Democrats and call you Marxists and socialists and communists and progressives, and that's who the Democrat Party is, and everybody's upset at me because I say things like that. It's not nice to be like, well, if you're a Democrat, I mean, do you agree with all of these policies? Everything that the progressive left, which is the Democrat Party, I mean, you on board? Because if you're not, then get out. Be an independent. Here's something from Gallup. While there were small shifts against bigger government among both Republicans and Democrats in the new Gallup data, the biggest change occurred with independents. In 2020, independents favored more government by a 56-38 margin. Think about that. What? Yeah. Today, they oppose bigger government by a 57-38 margin. That's a massive 37-point swing in 1 year. In 9 months of watching the train wreck that is Joe Biden, independents are like, whoa, boy, were we thinking incorrectly there. You want to know why Joe Biden's numbers are spiraling down? Why we're constantly hitting lows with Joe Biden, why we're constantly hitting lows with Democrats, and why they are sweating right now for 2022? It's because of what is being discussed by Terry McAuliffe and others, even here in this state, that the only way to be a world-class school district is to have critical race theory. We got to teach really? We have to teach kids to be racist. Is that what you're saying? No. We're not. You're in the wrong town. It's time to find a different profession. And with your help, talking about you and elections, we can make that possible here locally. Local. Focus on this. Focus on it. Because there's more happening with us pushing back against this, pushing back against mandates. I mean, again, I talked about this earlier. The reversal of Southwest's decision of talking about unpaid leave. That stands for unvaccinated staffers. Well, they're walking that back. If they're seeking an exemption, they're going to wait. They're going to look at the exemptions and why they're talking about these exemptions and saying, listen, in the meantime, we're not going to put you on unpaid leave. That doesn't seem like a victory, but it may be them walking this back ultimately, and many other people doing it as well, hospital workers and police and more, who are all walking back against the mandate. Listen, you have more power than you know. Jake, we got to go to break. More power than you know. And people are going to see it, certainly coming up. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line. Streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steel has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching. And let's find out what's going on. I just accidentally snapped my finger. I didn't even mean to do that. That's how cold my fingers are. I made my hand snap. Hope that's not a... Yeah, that wasn't anything else I was saying. Okay, Therese O'Shea, she's got your traffic.
Good morning. Dealing with a crash right now at Gunnery Road and Lee Boulevard with roadblock at the intersection, and we're seeing major delays starting to build up westbound on Lee Boulevard with that crash. We also have a crash at Windermere Drive and Richmond Avenue North in Lehigh Acres. That's a hit and run with injuries, but no roadblock, just seeing a little bit of volume on Richmond Avenue heading through the area. We've got troopers and deputies on that scene. Crash also in Collier County at Pine Ridge Road and Logan Boulevard South, seeing just a little bit of a slowdown at that intersection. It's a busy one. If you can avoid it, maybe take Vanderbilt Beach Road or I-75 or Livingston instead of taking Logan this morning. We also have a crash at Collier Boulevard and Business Circle in East Naples. No injuries to report there. Just watch for some slight delays. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another pleasant day for today. After the cooler start we had, temperatures back to 88 degrees for this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. We keep with a few passing clouds and we will stay dry as we into your Wednesday night. Thursday off to another dry start to the day with a low near 70 degrees. And we could be looking at a few showers south of the Coosawhatchee River for tomorrow afternoon with the high of 90 for your Thursday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Keeping it right here. We're 92.5 Fox News. And we've been right all along.
Dr. Svetlana Kogan here, a board-certified internal medicine concierge physician on 5th Avenue South in Naples. Many of you wonder what holistic practice is. Well, good health is like a puzzle. It depends on how you perceive yourself, your environment, what you eat, your relationships, and lifestyle. It takes time and skill for the doctor to put these pieces of the puzzle together for you and come up with solutions customized to your specific needs. Holistic doctors believe that less medication is better and use preventive approach to keep you out of harm's way. This is also a concierge practice. Every patient gets my email and cell phone for emergencies and can be seen the same day if necessary. You are seen by me personally, and we take all the time that you need. You can visit my website, customlongevity.com. That's customlongevity.com to learn about how I, Dr. Svetlana Kogan, can help you feel healthy and balanced again.
Rockstar Harley will pay your sales tax promotion on any pre-owned Harley this week only.
Rockstar Harley doesn't intend on paying or avoiding your sales tax.
Sales tax is the amount of your discount on any pre-owned Harley at Rockstar Harley. That's every pre-owned Harley discounted by your sales tax now through Sunday at Rockstar Harley.
What makes Genesis of Naples the #1 selling Genesis dealer in the nation? It's our incredible selection and professional sales staff. Hi, I'm Sheila Zellers, owner of Genesis of Naples. When I drive my beautiful new 2021 Genesis GV80 around town, the first thing everyone says to me is, what is that beautiful SUV? I tell them it's the all-new first ever SUV from Genesis. Then they usually ask, how much does it cost? I know it's hard to believe, but it starts at just $49,500 and the fully equipped Prestige for just over $70,000. It has an amazing interior and breathtaking design and your choice of turbo engines in rear and all-wheel drive. But that's not all. We have a huge selection of the all-new 2021 Genesis G80s and G90s. Come visit Genesis of Naples on Airport Road or genesisofnaples.com. I love my GV80 and you'll love it too.
All offers with approved credit on select models based on January 2021 retail sales. 72 months at $0 per month for 1,000 finance. No down payment required.
Greetings from Health Plan Network. First, a sincere thank you to the folks at WFSX and their loyal listeners. The response to our recent individual health insurance ads have been phenomenal. Second, a short history lesson. When the federal government made their last attempt at socialized medicine or Obamacare, most insurance companies refused to participate, leaving millions with no choice but the high premiums and deductibles on the marketplace. On the other hand, our clients were able to keep their non-cancelable coverage and have enjoyed low premiums and great coverage for the last 7 years. The new administration has has promised another run at their stated goal of nationalized health insurance. If you're on Obamacare, uninsured, or on COBRA, now is the time to act. Protect yourself and family with non-cancelable coverage guaranteed to age 65 now. Call me at 239-268-6712 or visit our website at healthplannetwork.net. That's 239-268-6712 or healthplannetwork.net. We can help.
Hello, I'm Brian Resney, president of Resney Wealth Management and host of the Resney Wealth Report and TV show on the weekends. Investors come to my TV and radio shows to learn and to get educated so they can make better decisions about their retirement and their portfolio. What's your risk management strategy? Are you willing to subject your portfolio to another massive decline in a set it and forget it strategy, or are you looking for a difference? Listen to my show Sunday mornings, 10 to noon on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
All right, 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. We always appreciate you watching the program. Oh, we're not, are we? All right, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. It's the president of these United States. It's Joe Biden. Good morning, sir.
Hey, great to be on the Pancakes with Stu O'Neill show, man.
It's Daybreak with Drew Steele. What is wrong with you?
What?
Can you write it down? Can you make a note? Can you do something about that? Anyway, all right. So
hey, let's take it down.
Okay, okay, fine. All right, there, Whisper Joe. Okay, so how you doing, sir? What's what's going on?
Well, as a matter of fact, I got together with the grandkids and the whole family over the weekend.
Okay.
We watched that Halloween movie with the guy who used to be on SNL, Mike Myers. Boy, I thought he only did comedy, but he sure can play against type, man.
Yeah, no, I think that's not different Mike Myers, different guy.
Oh, well, yeah, you know the thing.
Yeah, right, I know the thing. Yeah, I do. All right. Hey, all right, so what's going on? You had with the first lady last Saturday night. You're both seen walking through this risky restaurant in D.C., right? You're not wearing masks. Violation of the city's mask mandate for the indoor public space deal there. What's going on? What do you got to say for yourself?
You conservative types should be praising my heroism. I defied a tyrannical mask dictates. I'm your new hero, Mac.
You don't get it. You don't
think about it. No, seriously, I think most people are just impressed I went outside, left the basement.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
I mean, even though it was brief, it felt good to sniff some hair without a mask on.
I bet it did, yeah.
I tell you, man.
Yeah.
But let me just give you some context, okay?
Please.
The guy taking the picture, he just happened to catch Jill and me during the 12 seconons we lowered our masks and we're reminding other fellow Americans to put theirs on.
Oh, is that?
I said to the crowd in there, I said, "Come on, folks, put the calamari down. Put your masks on. It's the only way we're going to beat the virus, man. The only way."
Yeah.
And you know what?
What?
After a few chants of "Let's Go Brandon," most of the folks in the restaurant put their masks on again.
Is that right? Yeah.
They put them on.
Yeah.
God love them.
Yeah, God love them is right for the Let's Go Brandon too. All right, Mr. President, listen, we heard that you plan on undergoing a physical exam. You going to get one? What's going on?
Let's go, Brandon.
All right, yeah, you're going to get this.
Believe it is, man.
Okay.
I don't know how soon though. It depends on whenever my handlers say I can do it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to get everything checked out. Everything checked out, Jack.
Okay.
They're going to run all my vital signs to figure out if I'm still alive.
Yeah, they might want to do that. So a full checkup, right? Everything.
Yeah, usually I have them grind down all the corns on my feet too, and I always have them do the thing where they test your reflexes, and the doc tells you to cough while he hits you in the nut bag with a little hammer.
No, that's not how it works. Yeah, that's not how they do it. All right. All right, anyway, I'm moving on. Okay, listen.
Well, you're touchy today.
I'm touchy. All right, listen. So everybody's, it's this whole supply chain mess. Look, you're to blame. This is what's going on. This Empty Shelves Joe. I mean, they got songs about it and everything, right? You probably heard the Empty Shelf Joe song.
It's trending on the Twitter.
Yeah,
thing,
listen.
If it hadn't been for Empty Shelf Joe, I'd be happy a long time ago. Where are the products? Where did they go? Where are the products? Empty Shelf Joe.
That's right, Empty Shelf Joe.
Is that you singing that?
I don't sing. Anyway, so what are we doing about this? Hey, what are we doing about this?
Look, folks, here's the deal.
Okay.
I do understand your frustration with all this stuff, okay? But
Yeah.
let's keep some perspective. We got to keep some perspective.
Yeah.
Now, as long as there's ice cream on the shelves, I see no problem, man. But don't worry, the supply chain is going to be fixed soon, and this story is going to disappear, just like the news about Hunter's laptop.
I'll bet.
That ain't hyperbole, Jack.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do everything in my power that was injected in me by the great state of Delaware to make sure that we fix this and everybody has a joyous and happy Kris Kringle, Christy, Charlie Crist Day.
All right, yeah, Charlie Crist Day. Yeah, okay. Hold on a second. All right, Jake. Is this right? You've got the former president on the line. Now, what's
with all the double
I don't know.
bookings, man?
Hold on a second. This is a first. Joining President Biden, we have the 42nd president of the United States, Bill Clinton. Is that right? All right. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Actually, anything else in my ear is way better than that nagging she-devil demon woman sitting in my living room watching the Today Show on my 4K HD TV.
Okay. Yeah, so what's going on? You all right? They were worried about that infection in your bloodstream, but you walked out of the hospital there arm in arm with Hillary, right? Everything was up.
I'm sorry you had to see that. She had her mask on, so a lot of people thought she was just one of those old nuns they have down there in the lobby handing out rosaries.
Okay.
God, she looked frumpy.
Yeah.
Well, I could see how you'd make that mistake with her, man. Whoa. I'm telling you, Joe, she marched me out to the car so damn fast. She would have even let me stop by the maternity ward for a second to watch a couple of the hotter new moms nursing for the first time.
No. All right. Anyway, so you're recovering at home in New York. Is that where you are? How are you feeling right now?
Well, yes, thank you. And I am feeling so much better now. I am doing great. And I'm really thankful to all the doctors and nurses, especially to the nurses and the nurses. I thanked each nurse individually and privately.
Yeah, okay.
Except for, the male nurses.
Yeah.
I got to admit, I was a little scared when they ran that blood work and Hillary took a look at the results, but not one little trace of an STD.
All right. Yeah, okay, anyway.
And I want to thank everybody. I want them to know, too, that I'm following the doctor's orders.
Yeah.
Now, whenever I feel weak, they told me to take a chubby intern and go to bed.
What?
And I follow that direction.
All right. We got to go. That's it.
Hair, man.
What? Okay. Well, anyway, we got to go. Both of you. Thanks for stopping by, President Clinton and President Biden. Yeah.
We'll talk to you guys later. No, I don't need a reverse mortgage, man. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about. All right, you got to go.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. All right, there you go. It's two presidents at once there. Whew. All right, let's take a break. It is Daybreak, 92.5 Fox News, right all along.
Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Southwest Florida, are you getting the most out of your Medicare benefits? Annual enrollment is October 15th through December 7th. With the United Healthcare Medicare Advantage Plan, you get more for your Medicare dollar, including benefits like vision, hearing, dental care, and much more. Take advantage. Call United Healthcare today at 1-855-608-8763. That's 1-855-608-8763. Benefits, features, or devices vary by plan and area. Limitations and exclusions apply.
Imagine replacing your old kitchen with the kitchen of your dreams. Brand new custom-made cabinet doors. Drawer fronts, hand-finished by true craftsmen. Designer hardware, new hinges, and everything installed beautifully in less than a week, start to finish. Expensive? No. To the contrary, with refacing by Cornerstone, you'll save so much, we should really talk about your master bathroom, too. Go for wow. Go for Cornerstone.
This is State Representative Spencer Roach. Did you know that 200,000 illegal aliens are crossing our border every month? That's like adding a medium-sized American city every single month. That's not a failure, it's an agenda. The Biden administration knows that open borders means more Democrat voters. We aren't losing our country, we're giving it away. But recently I stood beside Governor DeSantis, right here in Lee County, as he announced his plan to fully mobilize all state resources to fight this illegal invasion. He issued an executive order to cut off state support for resettlement of illegals. He ordered a review of compliance with E-Verify and directed our law enforcement to detain any vehicles transporting illegals. America is a nation of immigrants, but it's also a nation of laws, and Florida has a zero-tolerance policy for those who disregard our laws and disrespect our sovereignty. This is Spencer Roach, and I'm proud to stand with the governor to fight back against the Biden border crisis. Sponsored by Friends of Spencer Roach, P.O. Box 3179, North Fort Myers, Florida, 33918.
This break is sponsored by Cornerstone Builders. Give us the opportunity to wow you.
Wink News, traffic.
We have a crash right now in Lehigh Acres heading through Lee Boulevard at Gunnery Road, tracking major slowdowns at the intersection because of roadblock with that crash. So avoid the area for the time being, or if you can come from the north to Lehigh Senior High, Varsity Lakes Middle, and Tortuga Preserve Elementary, going to be less backups heading through that area coming from the north toward the schools from the south. Also watching a crash on Collier Boulevard at Vanderbilt Beach Road in North Naples. Another crash on Collier Boulevard just south of Davis at Business Circle. One over at Livingston Road and Radio Road that's now just left a disabled vehicle on scene. And a crash at Pine Ridge Road and Logan Boulevard south in Collier. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another nice day for today as we continue on with the drier air. After a cooler start, temperatures will be back to near 88 degrees for this afternoon. A mix of sun and clouds today, where we will stay dry. Wednesday night also we will remain dry, and even into your Thursday morning. A little bit milder waking up on your Thursday with temperatures near 70s, 60s for those inland zones, though. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, look out for a few showers creeping in from the south, mainly south of the Caloosahatchee River for tomorrow with the high of 90. We start to see that storm chance increasing a bit more as we head into Friday and the weekend. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Need some inspiration? Don't look left. Look right. Here. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Avid golfer Cam Warren played with joint pain for as long as he could.
Couldn't play golf for any extended period of time without braces and pain and chewing Advil for the entire day.
Then he turned to steroids.
Cortisone would last a few months, but it just inevitably came right back. Got to the point where I would have to wear ice packs to bed.
When the word surgery came up, Cam started looking elsewhere, and he found QC Kinetics. Natural biologic therapies, regenerative treatments that can repair and restore damaged tissue. With no drugs, no surgery, no downtime. And now,
very proud to say that it has definitely changed my life. I've played 36 holes multiple days in a row without pain. Everything is great.
Call QC Kinetics now to schedule your free consultation.
I would recommend QC to anybody.
Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN.
Rock Solid wants you to be our customer at Rock Solid Countertops and More. $9.99 gets it done. For a limited time only, get a full set of kitchen countertops from $9.99 installed. Rock Solid guarantees to beat any competitor's prices, including installation. So come see Hugo and his team in Naples. And now serving Port Charlotte at 4135 Tamiami Trail. Visit RockSolidNaples.com. Rock Solid, where $9.99 gets it done.
We believe in better. A better way to invest, a better way to serve you, and a better result. We can help you determine how much risk you're taking, red flags that could be potential problems for you, how much you're paying in fees or commissions, potential tax liability, or even how to address Social Security.
Tune in to WealthWorks Radio with Eric Carney every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on 92.5 Fox News Radio.
Jason and Todd are celebrating love this weekend as they welcome world-renowned designers A. Jaffe and My Caroline to the Diamond District for their never-ending love event, featuring stunning and unforgettable diamond eternity rings offered at 20% less than designers' manufactured pricing.
IRAs have always been a great way for investors to direct their investment dollars into real estate investments, but that option is under attack in Biden's new Build Back Better plan. Ty Lassiter here from Key City Capital to give you the details. Many of our investors choose to use a self-directed IRA to place their investment dollars in Key City Capital because they love the double-digit returns that we deliver. However, if Biden gets his way, the new stimulus package may limit or even remove your freedom to invest with your IRA dollars in most real estate investments. But rest assured, Key City Capital is hard at work to deliver the promised returns to our investors.
Call Key City Capital today for your free tax and wealth analysis appointment at 239-330-2080. That's 239-330-2080. Check us out online at kcap925.com. That's kcap925.com.
Hi, I'm Keith, the owner of Storm Shield Windows and Doors in North Fort Myers. And when it comes to hurricane windows and doors, you have two choices, Storm Shield and all the rest. Here's what our client Lauren had to say.
I work from home, so my home is also my office. And when I'm working, especially since my office is in the back room, I get all of the daytime sunshine. When I'm sitting in my office, I can tell the heat of the day is coming in because it's coming in through my old windows. So one of the benefits I experience directly, day in and day out, is having cooler temperatures in my room as a result of getting Storm Shield windows. My old windows, the heat came in, the room got hot, my air conditioning continued to work harder, and now we don't have any of that.
Storm Shield's windows and doors reduce the exterior noise by up to 80%. And our clients typically see an average energy savings of 40%. Why choose Storm Shield? Because everyone deserves the best. Call us today at 239-491-7002 or visit stormshieldSWFL.com.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
All right, we are 10 minutes away from Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. And you will get a $35 gift card to the Naughty Hog Backyard Barbecue. 2 locations in Collier County. And it's got Jake's favorite sauce there. It is the
Alabama white sauce.
Alabama white sauce, which I still don't know what exactly it is, but it doesn't matter. From what I understand, what he says, it's delish, and that's all you need to know. So just for playing, you will win the $35 gift card. So get ready for that coming up. But in the meantime, we've got Brendan Leslie. FLConservativeVoice.com is the website, Florida's conservative voice. And there's a lot of stories out there that I wanted to touch on this morning with him, including some that have to do with COVID and some that have to do with school boards and a lot of things that are going on that he's keeping an eye on. First of all, good morning. How are you, sir?
Good. How are we doing?
We're doing well. All right. So, hey, I want to start with this because this is the kind of thing that is driving people crazy. And it's something that I talked about yesterday and I've been talking about often, and we've talked about as well. The idea that we're starting to see what's happening with the COVID numbers in the state. But why isn't the media talking about this? Like, what's going on about the fact that the numbers go down? You're looking for these positive stories. Have you found any? What are you hearing?
You got it on the local level. I'll give it to the local ones. They have been reporting it, but when it comes to the national ones, that's the main issue, and that's honestly the number one watched news out there is those national outlets, and they were all every single day just jamming it down our throats about how Florida should shut down. DeSantis is a failure, left and right. Yeah. Well, same with Nikki Fried, the Commissioner of Agriculture. She was tweeting out the numbers every single day and then misconstruing the data as well.
Yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
Florida's now has the lowest COVID rate in the country. And it just goes to show you that everything we're doing is right. And unfortunately, with the mainstream media, Nikki Fried and all them, they don't actually care about COVID. They don't actually care about you and your health. All they care about is scoring political points and slam dunking on the opposition when they can.
Yeah, I would be concerned about the fact that they would take COVID, of course. And, look, we've been doing this since day one and making it political. That is the problem. We shouldn't be doing that. Nobody should be making the vid political, yet that's where we are. We've been there since day one, back from the former president, talking about horsey paste and hydroxychloroquine and all the other therapies, and then who's going to take the vaccine? I'm not taking the vaccine because it's Trump's vaccine. We know how the politics have played out, but certainly up to this point, you would venture to guess that people would be around the country excited about, happy about the fact that cases would be going down in the state, and even some of what the governor was talking about yesterday, and you probably heard the press conference about what's going on with the supply chain and the supply chain issues and bringing those container ships here, right?
Yeah, Florida's just pretty much doing everything right. Yeah. We're fighting the virus. We're being proactive against the virus. That's a key word, being proactive, offering these monoclonal antibody treatment centers and doing business as normal, showing that life can go on. The rest of these blue lefties that are obsessed with COVID, they just never want life to go back to normal, it seems. And Governor DeSantis is saying, no, we have to go back to normal. This virus is here to stay. We've all come to learn that. And he's just leading the way and bringing us back to normalcy.
Yeah, I wonder if I have some of that here. Actually, I think I do. if I can find it, but some of the audio from yesterday and what he talked about with regard to the issues on the board, the ports, excuse me. And I think that that's what is a big deal. Is you're looking for leadership, right? And that's what everybody wants. And we're told constantly that Democrats are going to give us the leadership that we need and that we deserve in the state. Which obviously, when you're thinking about Democrats, you got to be concerned about that. So, what did the governor say? Hold on. Oh, that's not it. I don't know what that was. No, the governor was talking about the fact that the ports are going to be open here in Jacksonville and other places. That he's going to take the leadership role, which is something that is so important. And then obviously, with liability protection bills that have been talked about with the VID and legislation. About local governments and businesses requiring these vaccine passports and not doing that here. That leadership role that is starting to certainly pay off for the state, for everybody. By the way, let me just say this quickly. Everybody benefits. Isn't it amazing how all of you, it doesn't make a difference if you're a Democrat, an independent, if you're a Charlie Crist, Whig Party, whatever Charlie Crist is at this moment in time. Doesn't matter who you are. You're all benefiting from what this governor has been doing. It's all a good thing. So that's important to recognize. Now, let's talk Brendan Leslie, Florida Conservative Voice, FLConservativeVoice.com. Let's talk about school boards. Here we go. All right, so I am concerned, and I've been concerned about whether or not there are going to be people that will run, candidates emerging, people that are going to step into the space. We've had plenty of parents that have shown up at school board meetings. Do we have people stepping into the space? Have you heard any candidates coming up?
Yeah, so we got two candidates right now that I am 150% behind.
Now, is this Lee County? This is Lee County we're talking about.
We're talking about Lee County.
Yep,
Collier County is still in the works.
Yep.
Still looking into that. I'll have updates for that in the future for sure.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Lee County, we got Armor Persons going up against Gwynn Gittens out in the Lehigh area, which Armor Persons is the father of Jenna Persons, a really great state rep. So if anything, you can say that Armor's a good guy if he raised Jenna, because Jenna's a great representative for us here in Southwest Florida. So I have a lot of faith in him there. And Gwynn, Gwynn has been a roller coaster. She's been fiscally conservative, but super liberal on every other issues. And that's a problem because you're seeing the transgender bathroom policies, mask mandates, what have you. And then the candidate that everyone really needs to watch, who I'm the most excited about, probably going to be the best candidate we have out of the field, is Jada Langford Fleming going up against Betsy Vaughn. And Betsy Vaughn, remind you, is the one that said that we need critical race theory. And she said this on record in a school board meeting. We need critical race theory in our schools being taught. And she also called all the parents insurrectionists for going there and voicing their displeasure against her. Jada Langford Fleming, she's actually become someone that I've come to know over the past 6 months or so. And I've spent almost every day with her. She's also a personal trainer. She's been training me. And let me tell you, she is grounded in conservative, traditional values, those values that we just so desperately crave on the school board. And she came out with a bang with her announcement. She said, "If I'm elected, I'm gonna start the initiative to repeal this half-penny sales tax increase that we stupidly voted for here in Lee County." I was like, "Wow." I wasn't expecting that one, but that just shows you how conservative she is right there.
Right, and by the way, if you're wondering, hold on a second here.
Well, I'll share my political beliefs. I'm a Democrat. I'm a liberal. I believe that critical race theory is very important, and that if we lose sight of that as educators, we can't be a world-class school system.
There you go. That's District 6, Betsy Vaughn, who said that at a school board meeting. So now you know who she is, and now you get the decision. And, listen, Brendan, it's certainly important that we have been talking about issues with the Lee County School Board. I still believe that we should have cameras in schools, cameras and microphones. I'm still pushing for it. And I know people have continued to ask me about this. Yes, it hasn't gone away. I haven't forgotten about it. I know there are people that would say that they'll challenge that. And don't you know the laws of the state and everything? Oh, hey, listen, we'll see. I've got some legal folks that are looking at all of these things to keep an eye on what we can and can't do. But suffice to say that there are people, Brendan, that are pushing back and certainly that are showing up. But again, stepping into that space and being able to and are willing to run and to challenge these school board members is important. And then there was one other story that I want to mention. I think even Wink News had the story this morning, right?
Before you get to that,
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up a good point that someone's. So last night at Patriot Talk Show at Seat to Table, we did a Q&A with the audience, and they asked me, what is the most important thing we need to unify around as a community? Of course, you can say election integrity and everything on the national level, but I say on the local level, that's a twofold answer. You need to unify around flipping these school boards. That is the most important thing facing our community right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I would agree. And I think, look, the people that are showing up, they see what is happening. And as soon as they start to see that the national issues that people look at and say, oh, well, that's something that's happening in Virginia. That's something that's happening far away in a school district that I've never heard of with people that don't have anything to do with me specifically. And then all of a sudden it's like, well, wait, it's happening in my school? It's happening here in Southwest Florida? Yes, it's happening here. And so when you start to see that, then you do see the people that are willing to step up. And yes, it is about our kids, how important it is, the education of our kids and the future, especially when we consider what we're seeing now on a national level, and in some cases on a state level, and how, it is politics downstream from the culture. And we have to make that change and not be afraid to step into that cultural space and to challenge what is happening. Because like I've started out the show today and saying, before we get to the next issue, Brendan, is that there are people that will say that have been talking about the issue of the culture and stepping into the space, but that this is just where we are. We're not a serious country. I would make the case that we are a serious country. We just have an administration right now that isn't, and that there is a minority of voices that are speaking for the majority, and we're just not having it. All right, listen, by the way, go to the story that I wanted to touch on, which is important about Spencer. Spencer Roach has something that he is pushing that I think is very, very important that has to do with school boards and something that we should be keeping an eye on. Talk about that.
Yeah, so State Representative Spencer Roach wants to make school board races partisan, meaning that we would see whether they are Republican or Democrat on the ballot. Right now, they are nonpartisan. And he's got a good point. Do I think this will fix all our issues? Absolutely not. Do I think it helps the cause? 100%. Because it's just another thing of transparency for us to know. And of course, just because they have Republican next to their name doesn't mean they really are. We see that with
everybody has to be vetted, Brendan. Everybody, you got to vet everybody, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
I definitely think there needs to be, just add that on so that we are a little bit more aware of who they are, because you can have a situation where people don't look up someone's registration, or maybe they haven't registered the vote in the past, and you just don't know what they are, and they can kind of manipulate you and trick you in the campaign trail. I think that's what's happening here in Southwest Florida with these. Chris Patrica is a golden example.
Yeah. Now what's happening? Yeah. What's happening with her right now?
Well, she runs around. She's got a lot of things going on with her. Well, she ran around and running her mouth around town saying how she's conservative, blah, 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 blah. And I think she's even said it on record at school board meetings before, and people believed her. But, well, if you go look at her past, she's really been a Democrat, and she's really not as conservative as she says she is, leading the charge on the mask mandates and the transgender bathroom policies. But she also just added another little thing of stupid to her long list of stupid things she's done. She said some racist remarks about the Guatemalan population here, just basically insinuating that the Guatemalan students in Lee County have never seen running water before. Am I going to sit here and bash her over the head repeatedly for what she said? No. Do I think she meant any malicious intent? No. Was it stupid? Yes. But that just goes to show you, it just proves the point further that Chris Patrica is just one big ball of stupid.
Okay, well, let's just put it this way. We have people that are going to be challenging those on the school board that if you want to vote them out, certainly 22 is the year to do it. And then ultimately those that are there can be challenged on the school board, and that is an important thing to recognize. Plus, there are good conservatives that are out there like Spencer Roach and others who are going to look at these issues as well and putting teeth to them in Tallahassee, which is a good thing. All right, we got to run.
I forgot to mention they did was the Guatemalan Chamber of Commerce, I believe, or something along the lines like that, are asking her to step down after those comments. So those comments like I said, stupid, and they really did make waves throughout the community.
All right, Brendan Leslie, if you want to follow these stories and many, many, many others, flconservativevoice.com. Go to the website. We appreciate a few minutes. All right, Brendan, we'll see you soon.
Thanks.
All right, there he goes. 239-479-5592 is the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. All right, here we go. It is time right now for Drew's College of Political Knowledge for questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD and a $35 gift card. You will win the gift card to Naughty Hog Backyard Barbecue. 2 locations in Collier County if you want to win and play right now. Caller number 9 at 239-479-5592. Let's play Drew's College next on Daybreak 92.5 Fox News. Right all along with traffic. Here's Therese O'Shea.
We have a crash right now in Lehigh Acres heading through Lee Boulevard at Gunnery Road, tracking major slowdowns at the intersection because of roadblock with that crash. So avoid the area for the time being, or if you can come from the north to Lehigh Senior High, Varsity Lakes Middle, and Tortuga Preserve Elementary, going to be less backups heading through that area coming from the north toward the schools from the south. Also watching a crash on Collier Boulevard at Vanderbilt Beach Road in North Naples. Another crash on Collier Boulevard just south of Davis at Business Circle. One over at Livingston Road and Radio Road that's now just left a disabled vehicle on scene. And a crash at Pine Ridge Road and Logan Boulevard south in Collier. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another pleasant day for today. After the cooler start we had, temperatures back to 88 degrees for this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. We keep with a few passing clouds, and we will stay dry as we into your Wednesday night. Thursday off to another dry start to the day with a low near 70 degrees. So we could be looking at a few showers south of the Cooshatchee River for tomorrow afternoon with a high of 90 for your Thursday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
The right place for local talk. Drew now. Trey for the drive at 5. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
Want to work with the best pros in the HVAC industry? You just might be a match for our team. 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating is seeking trustworthy, friendly individuals who want a rewarding career helping people. With industry-leading salaries, benefits, and growth potential, we also provide ongoing training and professional development. Join our team. Call 855-1HOUR or visit onehourair.com.
Always on time or you don't pay a dime. Always on time or you don't pay a dime.
An equal opportunity employer.
Did you know people drive from all over Florida to save money on diamonds?
Hi, I'm Stuart Duncan from Duncan's Diamonds, and we have thousands of diamonds, all shapes, all sizes, half carat to 10 carats. Because we are direct diamond importers, we own one of the largest selections of amazing diamonds here in the United States.
And offer prices 30 to 50% lower than other jewelers, where overhead cost is very high. Duncan's Diamonds hand-picks diamonds from diamond cutters all over the world to ensure you get the best.
We want you to find that diamond that you really love today and save.
And at Duncan's Diamonds, we have spectacular financing and layaway plans, including no or low interest.
A $2,000 engagement ring is only $66 a month. A $3,000 pair of diamond stud earrings is just $84 a month. Best prices guaranteed, low monthly payments, a spectacular gift from Duncan's Diamonds. We want you to find the diamond you love today and save.
Naples at Mercado, Gulf Coast Town Center, and Fort Myers on US 41.
Attorney Joe Cordell. New school, new job, new home. Change is hard and can leave you feeling isolated. And divorce delivers one of life's hardest blows. The relationships you counted on are suddenly gone. But you don't have to walk through this alone. Call Cordell & Cordell. You're not alone.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and by appointment only in Dadeland. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Everyone loves shopping online. Well, I'm going to tell you what I tell my golf buddies when they buy clubs. Stop searching for coupon codes. Download Capital One Shopping to your computer. Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them at checkout. Plus, it's free, and you don't even need a Capital One card to use it. That's like hitting a hole-in-one without even trying. Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Savings and available coupons vary.
After a car accident, you can feel like you've lost control. I'm Glenn Levine from the law offices of Anajar and Levine. Our team can help you understand your legal options after an accident. We will file your claim and fight for the full compensation you deserve. If you've been involved in a car accident, call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Offices Fort Myers and Naples.
Drew's College of Political Knowledge is presented by France Eye Care. Better vision, better life.
Attention, class. It's time for Drew's College of Political Knowledge.
It's Drew's College.
All right, let's go to my screen just turned black. Boom. Okay, now it's not black. Now it is. Okay, there's. What was that all about? All right, here's Shannon in beautiful Naples. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, good morning. It's Drew's College of Political Knowledge. 4 questions on politics. The more you get right, the higher the degree. We'll see if you earn a PhD. Your associate's degree question starts right now. Shannon, who is the vice president of the United States as we speak?
Kamala Harris.
That is correct. She sounds sad. Okay, you got an associate's. We'll see if you get a bachelor's degree on this question. The idea of self-government is in the first 3 words of the Constitution. What are these 3 words?
We the people.
Yes. All right. You got a bachelor's. We'll see if you get a master's degree on this question. How many Supreme Court justices are there right now as we speak?
9, but they're trying hard to get more.
Yeah. That's see how I said as we speak, because you never know. Next month it could be a 30. We just don't know. All right. We got 9. That is correct. All right. So you got a master's. We'll see if you get a PhD on this question. Let's go with this one. Who was the first U.S. president to speak on radio in 1922? Is it Harding, Coolidge, or FDR?
Oh, I'm just going to throw FDR. I don't know.
No, it was Warren G. Harding, believe it or not. Warren G. Harding. I don't know why I said the believe it or not part, because you certainly believe it, because I just told you that that's what it is. Hey, it doesn't matter. Here's what matters. We learned some valuable lessons today, and you also got a $35 gift card to Naughty Hog Backyard Barbecue. 2 locations in Naples, Collier Boulevard and Pine Ridge, and they got a brand new one at the Galleria Shops on Vanderbilt Beach Road. And Jake says, please try the Appalachian, what's it called, Jake? What is that called again?
Alabama white sauce.
Alabama white sauce. Why you get so upset when I say the Appalachian? Okay, it's the Alabama white sauce, so make sure you do that. All right, so stay right there, and congratulations, Shannon. Thanks for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you. She sounds excited. She's ready for the Appalachian trip. I don't know why I keep changing the name of it. That's not really very nice. All right, coming up. Hey, Jen Psaki had a lot to say yesterday, and oh boy, what a mess. But the IRS snooping provision, they're going to change it at the White House. That's a good thing, right? Not so fast. We'll have the details coming up.
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Check this out, Southwest Florida. We're happy to announce you can still get the original MSRP for your trade-in, but only at Naples Nissan. If your trade-in is a 2013 or newer with less than 120,000 miles on it, regardless of brand or where you bought it, Naples Nissan will pay you the full original base MSRP for it so you can drive home in a brand new Nissan. Yes, that means whatever your car was worth when it was new, even if you didn't buy it new, that's exactly what it will be worth right now. But only here at Naples Nissan. We've got hundreds of new and like-new low-mileage pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Now is the time for you to make that upgrade. To get full details on how you can get the full original base MSRP for your trade-in, come see us at Naples Nissan here on Pine Ridge Road or visit naplesnissan.com today. Offers on select models with approved credit and cannot be combined.
Hey, it's Drew Steele. We're on the phone with our good friend TJ Meister, owner of the Floor Meisters in Naples. And listen, TJ, we know that when you're calling, something big is going on, something special is happening at Floor Meisters. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with the almost 1 million square feet of CoreTech inventory on hand. Talk about that.
Yes, I have the biggest selection in Southwest Florida, and I also probably have the biggest stock of CoreTech. Got almost 1 million square feet. I'm ordering it every day to keep up with demand and to make sure it's here, ready to go when you need it. I've got trucks rolling in every day. I'm buying for 3 to 4 to 5 months out to make sure you've got it. If you got a contractor who needs some floor and they can't get it, come see me. we probably have it here.
So when it comes to CoreTech, listen, you know where to go. The selection's unbelievable at Floormeisters. And if you're a homeowner, contractor, installer, and you can't find what you're looking for, now's the time to visit their store at 6281 Naples Boulevard next to Costco, or online at floormeisters.com.
Grandpa Joe doesn't want voter ID, but Uncle Sam says we have to do a station ID. 92.5 WFSX Estero, Fox News. Right, all along.
This Wink News update is presented by New South Window Solutions. Find them online at newsouthwindow.com.
Wink News traffic.
Tracking stop traffic along Metro Parkway heading through Fort Myers, coming down from Winkler southbound toward Colonial. We have a left lane block southbound there on Metro because of a crash. Also keeping an eye on a crash in Buckingham at Buckingham Road and Neal Road, causing some slight delays, but no injuries reported there. We also have a crash at Gladiolus Drive and Maida Lane near the 76 gas station. No injuries, no roadblock there. Another crash in Lehigh at Lee Boulevard and Gunnery Road with roadblock at the intersection, especially westbound. Major backups building along that stretch of Lee Boulevard approaching Gunnery. In Collier County, we have a crash at Vanderbilt Beach Road and Collier Boulevard, a disabled vehicle at Livingston and Enterprise, and another minor crash at Collier Boulevard and Business Circle just south of Davis. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Teresa O'Shea. Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another nice day for today as we continue on with the drier air. After a cooler start, temperatures will be back to near 88 degrees for this afternoon. A mix of sun and clouds today where we will stay dry. Wednesday night also we will remain dry and even into your Thursday morning. A little bit milder waking up on your Thursday with temperatures near 70s, 60s for those inland zones though. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, look out for a few showers creeping in from the south, mainly south of the Caloosahatchee River for tomorrow with the high of 90. We start to see that storm chance increasing a bit more as we head into Friday and the weekend. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Does 92.5 Fox News have a live stream? You bet. Go to rightallalong.net.
Hi, this is Earl Ron. I'm the president of New South Window Solutions. What I like people to understand about our company is what's unique about us. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. We go out of our way to make it easy. If you're thinking about buying new windows, consider New South. Don't even think about buying windows from anyone else till you see what our factory can do for you. New South windows are made in Florida, for Florida homes, by Florida workers.
Going on now, save 35% off factory direct windows and doors. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
Hey, look, you don't have to go through the fall months with that joint pain. You can call QC Kinetics now. Regenerative solutions that are here, bringing lasting relief from joint pain with no downtime, no surgery, no steroids. It's Drew Steele talking about QC Kinetics. They use natural biologic therapies that restore and repair damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and back. Patients here are raving about the results. Don't think surgery is your only option. Call QC Kinetics now and learn more about these exciting natural alternatives. You've heard football legend Emmitt Smith talk about QC. It's time you see what it's all about. Fall is the time to enjoy life to its fullest, so why not act right now? Restorative, regenerative therapies, they're available now. And the office consultation is free. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. 239-893-PAIN.
People sometimes may wonder why they need a big law firm after their injury. Imagine you're on your way to work and then, bam, your whole life changes. You're injured and now you have to fight for justice. Your opponent is not the driver of the car that hit you. It's their insurance company. When you're fighting to get what you deserve, it's go big or go home. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm, Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Offices, Fort Myers and Naples.
High winds don't knock before they destroy your patio door. Windborne debris doesn't ask permission to ruin your carpet and furniture. Storms don't wait for an invitation to pop in. Nature doesn't care. That's why you need CGI Element Shield windows and patio doors, only at Lowe's. Element Shield windows and patio doors eliminate the need for shutters or plywood because they're built to stand up to whatever nature throws at you. Whether you have new or existing construction, Element Shield can customize a window or patio door that protects you and your family. And looks great doing it. It also provides a significant noise barrier and might just reduce your insurance costs. CGI Element Shield windows and patio patio doors are available only at Lowe's. So visit CGI@Lowe's.com right now to find a Lowe's near you that sells CGI Element Shield windows and doors. CGI@Lowe's.com. Because nature doesn't care.
Tune in on Sunday mornings, Fox News 92.5, Dr. Amy Robbins, and Maximize Living Radio. I'm going to be going over topics like leaky gut, weight loss resistance, how to fix your chronic aches and pains, how to deal with all of those things in a natural way, how to sleep better. So there's a different topic every single week that we're going to be covering. Tune in and get the help that you need.
Sales desk, Marty speaking.
Marty.
What?
They've all gone mad.
Who?
Victory Lane Chevrolet.
Where?
On the corner of Fowler and Winkler.
How?
During Moonlight Madness, Victory Lane's paying overbook value for trades, giving crazy discounts on new Chevys, and they don't scare customers away with insane high-pressure sales tactics.
Why? Why would they do that?
Because, Marty, you too. It's Moonlight Madness at Victory Lane Chevrolet. Get over book value for your trade and save thousands on new Chevys. Plus 0% financing for 72 months on select new Chevys. And current Costco members receive an additional $1,000 off MSRP on most new Chevys in stock. And your credit pass can't haunt you anymore with our goal 100% credit approval. Don't miss Moonlight Madness at Victory Lane Chevrolet on the corner of Fowler and Winkler. Find new roads. Online, victorylanechevrolet.com.
0% equals $13.89 per thousand finance. With approved credit on select models. All rebates to dealer cannot combine offers. Costco members must provide proof of membership. Expires 10/31/21.
Are you one of the millions of homeowners who haven't refinanced yet? If so, I'm here to tell you it's not too late. Hi, I'm Wesley Hogan with Westland Financial. Although the lowest rates may be in our rearview mirror, as the economy recovers from the biggest economic shock of our lifetime, rates still remain near historic lows. In fact, with the dramatic increase in home values, this may be the perfect time to put that new home equity to work. Take advantage of our cash out refi program and pay off high rate credit cards, car loans, or other high interest rate debt. Or finally make those home improvements you put on hold for so long. Best of all, we can do this with no closing costs. That's right, whether it's a conventional, FHA, or VA loan, we'll pay for your title, settlement, lender, and recording fees. So call Westland at 888-455-3669. That's 888-455-3669. It's the biggest no-brainer in the history of mankind. 888-455-3669.
NMLS number 3304. Not all loans apply. Equal housing lender.
From 92.5 Fox News.
It's the stuff Southwest Florida is talking about.
It's Daybreak. Now, here's the guy at the epicenter of what's important to those of us who live in Southwest Florida. Drew Steele.
Hey, good morning, Southwest Florida. Glad you're here. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line streaming live. DrewSteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. Boy, there's a lot to talk about today as we skim through the headlines. Man. All right, so everything, how do you say it? What's the expression that I'm looking for when it comes to woke? I forget, how does it go?
Everything woke turns to shit.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the point is that why are we doing this? Woke, the woke ideology is destroying the country, and we all know it. And this is not the majority of Americans who believe that the woke ideology is where we want to be. I mean, we see how bad it is, right? What is it? Superman, truth, justice, and now it's not even the American way. It's something else. I forget what they're doing now. Does anybody know? 239-479-5592. I don't have it in front of me. I just saw it the other day, and I forget what it is. Jake, maybe you can Google it, or if you want to call, help me out. 239-479-5592. What's the new Superman now is gone woke, and it's not truth, justice in the American way, because then we're leaving people out. You know, it's not it's exclusionary. It's not diversity, equity, and inclusion. You know, the inclusion word in the woke, the CRT culture. We can't have that. So I forget what it is. Jake will tell me what it is. It's truth, justice, and everybody or something. It's weird. You know, now we come to find out that we have the national parks. National Recreation and Parks Association. We got to have woke in our parks. They're the leading nonprofit, and they're releasing a guide on how to speak in woke terms. It's like a wokeness for dummies, as Red State has put it. And they're talking about this with the Trump administration and, with the Biden administration. reversing a lot of Trump's decisions. And then at the same time, let's get a little bit of woke in. Well, what does that even mean? They're the leading nonprofit organization dedicated to building strong, healthy, and resilient communities through the power of parks and recreation. Okay, that sounds good. What's their vision? Investing in and championing the work of park and recreation professionals. Maybe there are some here in Southwest Florida. This is you. You are a catalyst for positive change in service of equity, climate readiness, and overall health and well-being. I wonder if the health and well-being that they're talking about is the same thing that we just talked about a little while ago, where now it appears as if cheese and eggs are low on the food pyramid, but Lucky Charms is something that more people should be eating, and Cheerios. No, I'm not kidding. That's what they're saying. Eat less beef, but eat more Lucky Charms. Yeah, no, but that's what we're hearing. So is that the kind of readiness that we're talking about? It's a food compass score. I'm not kidding. They have watermelon, canned peaches, and Cheerios at the top of this food compass. And then right in the middle, they have sweet potato chips and Lucky Charms. And at the bottom is ground beef and cheddar cheese. Got to stay away from that stuff. Can we stop getting governments and other people involved in what we're eating? But anyway, I digress. So now the equity, it's not about equality. It's about equity. And you know how that works. Climate readiness, we got to be ready because Miami's going to be underwater. What time is it right now? Hey, listen, by lunchtime, you guys are going to be swimming home, so you might want to do something about that. Yeah. The Daily Wire had the story about the equity language guide for parks and rec professionals. Meticulous instructions on what words are acceptable or unacceptable in speaking about race, age, gender, sexual orientation, and ability. Really? Is that what we're doing? Yep. The right words can be difficult, but they've got a list on the woke examples of your do's and don'ts. You got to use caution with this word. The guide says about calling people, quote unquote, Americans. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We talk about parks and rec serving communities. We're talking about how they serve all people, whether or not they are U.S. citizens. So really just use residents or members of the community. By the way, if you're using the term white, make sure that that's lowercase, but black may be capitalized, and it's a recognition of how language evolves over time. The term reflects a shared identity and culture rather than a descriptor of skin color. Saying of the capitalized term black. And because of the term alien, being so offensive, don't even use it in reference to plants. Don't even use it in plants, Jake. Don't call these plants alien plants. In Southwest Florida, we have plants that are here that are not supposed to be here. I think the Melaleucas in Southwest Florida, if my wife knows about Melaleucas, because every time they bloom, she's like, "Can you go get me some of that?" I think the Melaleucas.
Hope you have a nice couch.
Yeah, that's what she sounds. Why do I have a nice couch? Oh, because they're laying down, and then you got something on your forehead.
No, because that's where you'll be sleeping.
Oh, okay. She's not listening right now. I checked the time. She's getting ready for homeschool right now. So actually, she's getting ready for homeschool. She might be. I love you, honey. Anyway. But there's nothing to see here. Everything is fine. Everybody believes in... Oh, okay, wait a second. John's in Fort Myers. So it's... John, what is it? It's truth, justice, and what?
And a better tomorrow.
Doesn't that flow much better? I mean, who...
Oh, yes, makes me want to vomit.
Okay, well, don't do that, sir. I appreciate it. There you go. So it's truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. Although we don't know what tomorrow holds. It could be worse. I mean, listen, we don't even know if we're going to have Christmas at this point with the way the supply chain is going. Although Jen Psaki's not worried about that because her whole thing is that, it's a good thing, these problems. No, I'm not kidding. Wasn't she asked about this yesterday?
Jen, why is the administration flying thousands of migrants?
No, that's the thousands of migrants. That's not what that is. Oh, that's the other issue we'll get to in just a second. Here's what she said. This is it.
Just a question on the timing on the supply chain issue.
Yeah.
Actions that the president has taken. It was clear in March of 2020 when COVID hit that the supply chains across the world had been disrupted. Even as the sort of work to fight back against COVID proceeded, it was crystal clear that things were not improving on supply chain. People couldn't get dishwashers and furniture and treadmills delivered on time, not to mention all sorts of other things. So why
The
is it...
tragedy of the treadmill that's delayed.
Right.
Yeah, okay. The tragedy of the treadmill that's delayed. That's right, because it's all you high-class people who like beef and Lucky Charms that are having the problem. Nobody else is having these issues. I don't know what you're talking about. Gas prices are super low, and it's easy to get anything that you want from the grocery store. There are no empty shelves, and it's just it's a high-class issue. Yeah, that's where we're going. So the better tomorrow. I don't know. All right, so what did she say about the supply chain being good?
Jen, why is the administration...
Why does it keep coming up with this? I don't know why that clip keeps playing. Forgive me. I have no idea. Something happened to my clip. She said it. That's all you need to know. Is that the supply chain issues are good. There's no problem. Nothing to see here. That everything is just fine. They're talking about deploying the National Guard to confront the supply chain issue. Like, all you have to do is make it so that people will go back to work. So that you're not doing things that would be detrimental to the supply chain. Like competing with the free market to get people back to work and off the couch and into trucks. To have California, well, California's California. There's not really much you can do about California, but certainly members of the Guard could drive trucks amid a shortage of operators, or if they could be used to help unload packages and other materials at ports or at clogged parts of the supply chain. And the only reason why this has happened, everybody, is because people are just buying goods. That's what it is. It's goods and services. That's all that is happening. But, let's just make sure we keep an eye on those Parks and Rec folks and that they're using the correct language when it comes to their wokeness and what you need to do with saying the words Americans. Boy, that could be offensive. We don't want to go there, do we? This idea that, the Build Back Better program, zero cost. We're still sticking with the zero cost number, right?
I still believe that Build Back Better will not add a dime to the national debt.
Correct, it won't.
Why should Americans believe that?
Because it won't.
You like that, Jake? That was like, we're on the playground, everybody. Here we go. It's me and Jake together. We're both on the playground, and I want to sit on the I don't know what's your favorite when you're on the playground as a kid. What was your favorite thing? I can tell you my least favorite thing on the playground was that horse that you'd sit on with the spring on the bottom. That thing never works.
Not a fan.
Never worked. I don't know who thought of it. I don't know who thought of the horsey with the spring on the bottom, that somehow that thing was good. It never works. You tumble over every time. It's a dangerous piece of equipment that needs, I don't know if it's really dangerous or not. That's completely hyperbolic. But here you go.
I still believe that Build Back Better will not add a dime to the national debt.
Correct, it won't.
Why should Americans believe that?
Because it won't.
That's it. Because it won't. Because I said so. Now get out there and get your wokeness together, will you, please? We're just not allowed to talk about certain subjects. We just got to stay away from calling people Americans. It's not inclusive. We've got the issues of certain individuals who we are told are the best qualified people to be in certain positions of authority in this country. Here's one.
I stand before you in this uniform, ready to be a beacon in these dark days of COVID-19, working to serve you and this great nation. I am honored to serve as the first female 4-star officer of the U.S. Public Health Service Commissioned Corps and the first openly transgender 4-star officer to serve across any of the 8 uniformed services. This is a momentous occasion, and I am honored to take this role for the impact that I can make and for the historic nature of what it symbolizes.
That is Rachel Levine there. Rachel Levine, a openly transgender health official, now sworn in as a 4-star admiral. The openly transgender, saying that she is now the first female 4-star officer. Female 4-star officer. And the first openly transgender. But we're not allowed to question this or ask questions about this. Again, If I say to you that a man cannot be a woman because they tell you that they are, that is, there is a difference between men and women, that's not me being angry. That's not me hating you. It's quite the opposite. I'm trying to communicate what I believe to be the common sense of the day and to ask legitimate questions about why it is that we have to be individuals who are going to be told that if we question that we have to be canceled, we have to be doxxed. I'm not allowed to say anything like that. There's a difference between asking questions about somebody who is transgender, who is a man who recognizes themselves as a woman, to tell everybody that she is the first female four-star officer to serve in the U.S. Public Health Service Commission. They're not. I have questions about other things that have to do with this specifically as well. And by the way, that doesn't mean I hate you. Don't do that. Looking at some of the headlines from the past, Biden HHS nominee, this being Rachel Levine, moved her mother out of a care facility while she directed nursing homes to take COVID patients. That might be a disqualifier. State officials believe they did the right thing by requiring nursing homes across Pennsylvania to bring residents who tested positive for COVID back to their facility. She took her mother out of the care facility. That might be a disqualifier right there. That's kind of a big deal, right? But we can't talk about either one, because that would be all about hate. I assure you it's not. I assure you it's not. The idea that this country, as we know it, constantly, time and time again, when we're told things that are really not proving to be what you say they are, like CRT not being taught in schools when we know it is. Certainly at the university level, we know all about the way it is being taught. A Berkeley professor who is laying out for teachers the CRT toolkit, what they need to know in teaching critical race theory.
Commitment to social justice. That CRT research isn't just satisfied with describing the world as it is, but it is about intervening in that world. Not dissimilar to what Marx once said, that philosophy has hitherto described society. The point is to change it, right? Now I step into Marxism, which is a second critical framework for understanding race.
Okay. Marxism, another critical position there when you have to consider race and critical race theory and talking about Marxism and how they go together. Don't tell us Marxism and critical race theory do not go together. And then when we're told that critical race theory is being taught in our schools, but no, it's not. But then again, if you're somebody that is the head of the teachers union, we will fight to the end to make sure that it is taught. As a matter of fact, we need to make sure that CRT is taught in our schools here in Southwest Florida. Otherwise, we're not a world-class school district. There are people that would say that we're not a serious country, which is not serious. All of these things that are taking place. And while the world around us is changing, we have countries that don't like us, would like to see us gone, who are launching hypersonic missiles that could carry nuclear armaments that we can't stop. And all the other things that are going on when there is this great reset. There is a great reset, everybody. This is all about every bit of this, from CRT to the things that you're told that you have to do or else, is all part of a reset of a country, the greatest country in the history of mankind, being dismantled from the core internally without a shot fired in order to change it to something that does not look like what our founders imagined and where we have been. And that's just a fact. And so when people say we're not a serious country, I will say this. We are a serious country. We are serious as Americans. And yeah, I use the word Americans. And if I'm walking around a park today, I'm going to use the word as well. We are serious. The people that are running this country are not. The people, some that are in authority, elected officials in this community are not. But they don't represent you. They don't represent me. They've fooled us and made us believe that they do, but they don't. So we change it. We start locally. We push back on mandates. We push back on CRT. We push back on all of these things. And they will pay off at the end of the day. I promise you. Because they will eat their own. And they are not the majority of the country. They're just not. 239-479-5592. I know I ran long. I had a lot to say, Jake. Sorry about that. He's looking at me like, can I push the button now? Yes, you can. Stay right, 92.5. Fox News, right all along.
It's all right here at 92.5 Fox News. We've been right all along.
Stuffy mornings and sleepless nights. The air in your home might be to blame. AC by Florida Comfort Systems makes your indoor air perfect with reliable Lennox products. AC by Florida Comfort Systems. Visit us online at acbyfcs.com. License number CAC 057065.
Searching everywhere for great prices on appliances? No, you're not, because you have better things to do. Besides, Good Deals has it for less, and they have plenty of items in stock despite shortages everywhere else. Remember, Good Deals guarantees the lowest price on everything they sell. Find a lower price anywhere and Jay will beat it. Guaranteed. Visit one of the showrooms in Fort Myers, Naples, and Cape Coral, or shop online at gooddealsappliances.com.
Good Deals Appliances. Have we got a deal for you?
Stay right here, because after Drew, it's Glenn Beck, 9 to noon. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
You know, I might want to take that back, Jake. I might want to take back this idea that we're not a serious people, especially when I see some of the headlines that Mike Opelka sent me just a few minutes ago. Maryland wants to catch a zebra that's been on the loose since August 31st. They don't know how to catch it. So guess what they want to do? They want to release more zebras. So in order to catch the one zebra that they can't catch, they want to send more zebras out to go catch the one zebra. They're herding animals. So the idea is that they get together with the herd, and then all they have to do is catch the herd. I don't know why I have visions of, releasing mosquitoes that have been, their DNA have been manipulated to stop. I don't know. It feels like the wrong decision. That might not be a real serious thing. I don't know. There's lots of stories like that we'll stay away from. All right, coming up, top 5 audio clips of the day, the 5 at 8:35. Hey, we're all transitioning to electric vehicles. I got to get this right. But is the power grid ready for this?
This is Daybreak. 92.5 Fox News.
Stop. Don't purchase any diamonds, jewelry, or engagement rings until you come to Duncan's Diamonds. We are not your typical jewelry store. Here are a few reasons. Family owned. Stuart Duncan and his family have been involved in the wholesale diamond business for nearly a century. No middleman. We are direct diamond importers, offering prices 30 to 40% lower than the rest, passing all those savings to you. No pressure. We are not paid on commission. We are here to help you even if you do not purchase from us, and to make sure you are happy. The largest selection of diamonds and jewelry, access to millions of jewelry styles, and that is up to 30 times what you find in an ordinary jewelry store. Free services, like clean and check whether you purchased from us or not. Don't take our word from a radio ad. Visit Duncan's Diamonds. We will prove we will not be undersold anywhere, anytime, by anybody. Duncan's Diamonds.
US 41, Gulf Coast Town Center, and Naples at Mercado.
Hey, look, you don't have to go through the fall months with that joint pain. You can call QC Kinetics now. Regenerative solutions that are here, bringing lasting relief from joint pain with no downtime, no surgery, no steroids. It's Drew Steele talking about QC Kinetics. They use natural biologic therapies that restore and repair damaged tissue in your knees, shoulders, hips, and back. Patients here are raving about the results. Don't think surgery surgery is your only option, call QC Kinetics now and learn more about these exciting natural alternatives. You've heard football legend Emmitt Smith talk about QC. It's time you see what it's all about. Fall is the time to enjoy life to its fullest, so why not act right now? Restorative, regenerative therapies, they're available now. And the office consultation is free. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief. Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. Non-surgical joint pain relief, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN, 239-893-PAIN.
Hey, this is Papa reporting that a lady recently complained that she did not like my commercial about the guy spitting chewing tobacco. She said that sound made her sick. I asked her what she thought about my commercial of Bart the Donkey, and she went... Either way, a special thanks to over 4,000 wonderful people who did respond to Papa's wacky commercials and making this past year our biggest, most profitable year in over 30 years. On behalf of my sons, Casey, Kerry, and Cody, we invite you to call Papa for our free tile roof inspection. If we find needed repairs, we'll do our best to make it affordable. Let us show you how we can clean and seal your tile roof, pavers, and pool decks the eco-friendly way, and it's cleaner, safer, and lasts longer. We promise to keep the donkey off your roof. Call me, Papa, for our free tile roof inspection. 945-2700. That's 945-2700. Remember, area code 239-945-2700. We're open 24/7. License number CCC 1326213.
This update is presented by Stevie Tomato Sports Page in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Naples.
Wink News, traffic.
Good Wednesday morning. Heading out right now through McGregor Boulevard, we have a crash with southbound roadblock at Vista Lake Drive right off Pine Ridge Road. Seeing those delays coming south of A&W Bulb Road. A lot of stop-and-go traffic out there. We also have a southbound left lane blocked on Metro Parkway near the intersection of Colonial. Those backups coming down from Winkler toward Colonial right now. Through Lehigh Acres, that crash at Lee Boulevard and Gunnery Road should be cleared and off to the side right now as it's being investigated. And a crash at Buckingham and Neal Road in the Buckingham area still getting cleared up, should be off to the side as well. That's your up-to-the-minute traffic. I'm Therese O'Shea, Wink News now.
Wink Weather Authority.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another nice day for today as we continue on with the drier air. After a cooler start, temperatures will be back to near 88 degrees for this afternoon. A mix of sun and clouds today where we will stay dry. Wednesday night also we will remain dry and even into your Thursday morning. A little bit milder waking up on your Thursday with temperatures near 70s, 60s for those inland zones though. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, look out for a few showers creeping in from the south, mainly south of the Caloosahatchee River for tomorrow with the high of 90. We start to see that storm chance increasing a bit more as we head into Friday and the weekend. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
The news you need, the host you trust, getting it right all day and all night. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hi, it's Big Al from Stevie Tomatoes. They say love and passion makes the world go round. Love for home, family, your country, partner, a friend, and love for food. Stevie wants to be part of your love with our food, drink, sports, and fun. Our passion for your satisfaction brings our love to all of our great customers. Whether it's our brisket short rib burgers, Chicago pizza, fajitas, wings, fish fry, or ribs, it's delivered to your table with love. So at Stevie's, we invite you to share our love of great food, drinks, sports, and fun. You'll never get bored or broke. We feel loved by the sound of our great customers. We promise to treat you like family at your home away from home. I guarantee it. For daily specials, go to StevieTomato.com. Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and Naples. Come, come, come.
Stevie Tomatoes Sports Page. Come for the food. Stay for the sports.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. We all count on our home's electrical outlets to provide us the power we need when we need it. But sometimes an overloaded circuit can lead to a blown outlet. So leave it to the pros at Mr. Sparky. We'll get it done right and get it done safely. Call now for $70 off any electrical repair.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Limitations and restrictions may apply. Independently owned and operated. Licensed in the respective state or county.
When you want the very best for your home, there's only one name that stands alone. Hardware and glass in harmony. No frames, no mess. You'll love what you see. Quality, style, and huge selection. Give your bath the look of perfection. Wanna see more? Go to my shower door.
Dr. Shane Walker here at Thrive Chiropractic and host of the Wellness Hour on 92.5 Fox News for nearly 20 years. And let's face it, many of us are really stressed right now, and that is creating an increase in the number of folks who are dealing with neck pain, headaches, tension across the upper mid-back, anxiety and nervousness. And if you haven't experienced the release of tension that a chiropractic adjustment can produce within your nervous system, go to thrivenaples.com. That's Thrive, Thrive, Naples.com for a special offer. That's thrivenaples.com.
No matter what it's like outside, Train makes it comfortable inside. You can get a great deal now on a new heating and cooling system at Train. Visit traininfo.com. Visit traininfo.com to find your local dealer and more, because it's hard to stop a train.
Trust. It's the rock-solid foundation of Moran Wealth Management. Over 40 years ago, they began advising clients on ways to help meet their financial goals. 4 decades later, we've helped many reach their goals of providing for themselves, their families, and future generations. CEO Tom Moran has assembled an impressive team of professionals, each committed to the same core concept. Tom is recognized by Barron's as a Hall of Fame advisor. To be named a Hall of Fame advisor, the advisor has to have been ranked by Barron's consecutively for the last 10 years in any of their rankings. Let us earn your trust. Call 239-920-4440 or visit moranwm.com. Barron's rankings are based on data provided by thousands of advisors. Factors included in the rankings were assets under management, revenue produced for the firm, regulatory record, length of service, quality of practice, and client retention. Investment products and services are offered through Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC, WFAFN, member SIPC. Moran Wealth Management is a separate entity from WFAFN.
After Drew, it's Glenn Beck 9 till noon. You've come to the right place. 92.5 Fox News. Right. All along.
All right, here we go. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website, Steele has 3 E's. We appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. Top 5 audio clips of the day. It's the 5 at 8:35.
Drew's Top 5 at 8:35 is brought to you by Moran Wealth Management. Isn't it time to review your portfolio options? Go to moranwm.com.
Drew's 5 at 8:35. Number 5.
Mr. Magnus, I'd like to start off with a yes or no question. Do you believe we have a crisis at the southern border? Yes or no?
Senator, I'm not sure, does it really matter whether we call it a major challenge, a crisis, a big problem? I think
it speaks to a level of urgency and seriousness of purpose and an understanding of the gravity of the situation. I mean, presumably one would answer the call to serve in this position because you understand the importance at this moment in history of being commissioner of CBP. So do we have a crisis at the border? Yes or no?
Senator, let me assure you that no one...
Don't forget it. Just, okay. Can't go on. That is a Customs and Border Patrol nominee being questioned on Capitol Hill yesterday. Listen, we got a crisis at the border, yes or no? Well, I don't really want to say anything, and I don't want to say... Okay, there's a crisis at the border, and the Customs and Border Patrol nominee doesn't want to admit it. We've got a problem.
Number 4.
I want to admonish each of you, knowing that despite what the press releases and the news conferences are saying to downplay this role, we all know in this district on the 19th there will be 51 of the 75 troopers available and only 7 of the 11 sergeants. So please, please, please take care of each other. So please take care of each other. Be safe and make sure you all go home at the end of each day. Again, thank you to each and every one of you that have stood alongside me and that we have helped each other out. But as for me, I am out of service and on to new adventures.
On to new adventures. Another officer signs off after 17 years of service due to the vaccine mandate. Once again, many people are mandated to get the jab, put something in their body that they have questions about, especially if they have natural immunity. They've had it already. Maybe they've consulted with their doctor, but no. We have corporations, companies, businesses, bureaucracies, other people that know better than you do. And people have a question and are making tough family choices. And we hear more about that each and every day.
Number 3.
It was amazing to see a beautiful sword like this. We also assuming that this Crusader Knight belonged to the community of knights that were sitting on the citadel of athletes, because it's not so far from there. We have to clean it. We have to do a röntgen before that, and then we will get some more information about the sword.
How about that? That is, who is that? The head of, what is it? The Israeli Antiquities Authority, who said they found a 900-year-old sword that likely originated from the Third Crusade, discovered off the coast of Israel. It's incredible to see that. And they found anchors made of stone and metal as well. They found all kinds of different artifacts there. Almost 1,000 years old. That sword is pretty incredible.
Number 2.
The president is the inspirer. He is the closer. He is the convincer. The mediator in chief. He really is doing a phenomenal job.
Were they drinking before they took to the podium there in front of the Capitol, the steps of the Capitol? And that is Representative Jayapal, who was explaining to the media that the president meeting with a group of folks in Congress discussing the Build Back Better plan and the progressives and what they're looking to go accomplish and what they want. That, he's something else, everybody. He is just, he's awesome. It's unbelievable how succinct and how precise he is about the things that he cares about with regard to what is going on in the Build Back Better plan and listening to us. And he is just inspiring. It's
true international effort to pressure.
Who could say it better?
Number 1.
Just a question on the timing on the supply chain issue. Actions that the president has taken. It was clear in March of 2020 when COVID hit that the supply chains across the world had been disrupted. Even as the sort of work to fight back against COVID proceeded, it was crystal clear that things were not improving on supply chain. People couldn't get dishwashers and furniture and treadmills delivered on time, not to mention all sorts of other things. So why is
the tragedy of the treadmill that's delayed?
Right, the tragedy of the treadmill that's delayed. You know, it's making fun of Americans, just completely tone deaf about what is going on with the supply chain issue. Jen Psaki yesterday, when asked about that, you knew this was coming. It's the tragedy of the treadmill. Really?
Drew's 5 at 8:35.
Yes, that's what this administration is thinking. Yes, that's what they think about you. That is Empty Shelf Joe. Empty Shelf Joe.
If it hadn't been for Empty Shelf Joe, I'd be happy a long time ago. Where are the products? Where did they go? Where are the products? Empty Shelf Joe. If it hadn't been for Empty Shelf Joe, I'd be happy a long time ago.
Empty Shelf. Shelf Joe. It's hard to believe. We have illegals who are crossing the border, being flown into areas like New York and into Florida, making their way to Jacksonville. And these flights, why would you fly thousands of migrants from the border to Florida and New York in the middle of the night? Why would you do that? That was, right? Wasn't that Peter Ducey that was asking that question of Jen Psaki yesterday? Let's see.
Jen, why is the administration flying thousands of migrants from the border to Florida and New York in the middle of the night?
Well, I'm not sure that it's in the middle of the night, but let me tell you what's happening here.
Thanks, Jen. I just want to follow up on the supply chain that you just said.
Yeah. I don't think it's the middle of the night. It was 2:13, 4:29 a.m. That's very early in the morning. How about that? Well, you know, it's early flights, but we do that all the time. That's how we don't know if that's not how you do it. Again, when people say it's not a serious country, no, it's not a serious administration. We're serious. You know, you're thankful for the leadership of this governor who is creating incentive packages to get companies to abandon these ports that are all clogged up in Democrat-run controlled states like California and come here, use Florida ports instead to help solve the worsening supply chain crisis. Daily Wire had the story this morning out of Jacksport. That's where he was, a press conference, the Jacksonville Port Authority. Getting it done, offering incentives to companies that choose to bring businesses to the port, freeing up backlogs at other ports while ensuring Americans are able to receive the goods that they order faster. So, plenty of places to come here and get things done and move the supply chain. These are serious people. Serious people want to get serious things done. And unserious people are people who are talking about how important it is to not say Americans if you're part of the park and recreation, parks and recreation around the country, because it's not inclusive enough. No, I'm not kidding. We talked about that story just a couple of minutes ago. By the way, there was a story about a new proposal reflecting the administration's strong belief that we should zero in on those at the top of the income scale who don't pay taxes they owe. This is the Build Back Better plan in the IRS and the protection of American workers, setting the bank account threshold at $10,000 now. So now they're saying they're going to change it. We're only going to make it. The whole $600 issue was one that the administration is looking, saying, oh boy, this doesn't look good. So maybe what we should do, we should raise it. Let's raise the threshold. But it's a little deceiving, as Red State was talking about this morning. It's pretty deceptive. According to Republicans, the provision will pick up the money going out, which, again, most Americans will spend more than $10,000 in a year if they're working adults. So they're making it sound as if they're raising the threshold from $600 to $10,000. But the idea is it's about what people are spending. And they're going to spend more than $10,000 in a year. So look, the Democrats are going to manipulate and maneuver and make it seem like, and even the president was talking about, and Democrats were talking about, they're going to lower this $3.5 trillion of, what do you call it?
True international leverage of pressure.
Maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe instead of the Build Back Better plan, they should call it that. Maybe more people would be like, what? 3.5 trillion to what? 1.9, and that's going to be a victory. No. They're still going to have every bit of the America destruction, the destruction of America plan. Is that what we should call it? Instead of Build Back Better, it's the destruction of America plan? Yeah, that's not going to change. So, again, the things that they are doing, that they are being very overt about as opposed to being covert about, is just incredible. All right, let's take a break. 239-479-5592, the talk and text line, streaming live, drewsteele.com, the website. Steele has 3 E's, so we appreciate you watching and subscribing to the podcast. And we'll have more coming up in just a minute. First, let's find out what's going on with the remainder of the forecast with Wink News meteorologist Casey Sherman.
Well, happy Wednesday. Another pleasant day for today. After the cooler start we had, temperatures back to 88 degrees for this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. We keep with a few passing clouds, and we will stay dry as we enter your Wednesday night. Thursday off to another dry start to the day with a low near 70 degrees. And we could be looking at a few showers south of the Caloosahatchee River for tomorrow afternoon with the high of 90 for your Thursday. I'm Wink News Weather Authority meteorologist Casey Sherman.
When listening to the radio in your car, remember to always drive on the right side of the road. Keep it here on 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Lusk Dray Sites in Telesano believes winning cases is no accident. Your case is important. Pick a firm with resources to actually prosecute your case. If your case is accepted, you're guaranteed to not pay a single penny in fees or costs unless you get a favorable settlement or verdict. Lusk Dray Sites in Telesano has over 35 years of experience handling personal injury cases in Florida. Visit ldtlaw.com for a free consultation today. Winning is no accident. Lusk Dray Sites in Telesano. ldtlaw.com.
True relief for back and neck pain. Back pain, neck pain, we hear so much about it every day, but most people never understand what causes it. Very often, it is more than just sore muscles. Many times, it is caused by disc and nerve compression in the spine. This is very often not addressed. The only way to get pressure off the discs in the spine is to decompress the discs. Here at Johnson Spinal Care 596 Back, non-surgical spinal decompression is a specially designed, computerized table to provide gentle, precise pulling to draw pressure off the discs and release the nerves. This process draws blood back into the discs, allowing them to heal. Completely safe and comfortable for any age. No hanging upside down. Patients with stenosis, sciatica, bulging discs, neuropathy, scoliosis all find great, long-lasting relief with decompression. Call my Medicare-friendly office today for a free telephone consultation. Johnson Spinal Care, 596 Back. 596-BACK. That's 596-2225.
You don't get to be the league's all-time leading rusher without feeling some pain.
Pro football legend Emmitt Smith knows joint pain, and he also knows the old treatments aren't the only treatments. Today, there's a natural alternative to drugs and surgery. It's biologic therapies from QC Kinetics.
I'm talking regenerative solutions that encourage your body to heal and repair itself.
Do you have pain in your hips, knees, shoulder, lower back? Want to get your life back? The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics can help.
Call to learn more about this exciting natural way to deal with chronic joint pain.
Don't put it off. Call QC Kinetics. Restorative regenerative solutions with no downtime and lasting results.
Don't let your joint pain keep you from doing the things you love. There's a new natural solution that patients are raving about.
QC Kinetics.
Make the call to QC Kinetics. Tell them Emmitt Smith sent you.
Call QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN. That's 239-893-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 239-893-PAIN.
Have lunch with Clay and Buck at noon, right after Glenn Beck at 9. 92.5 Fox News. Right all along.
Hey, I don't know if you know about In-N-Out Burger, but man, from what I understand, it is the best burger you're ever going to. I don't know if anybody has had it before, but San Francisco temporarily closed an In-N-Out Burger for not enforcing the vaccine mandates, and they were like, listen, sorry. We refuse to become the vaccination police for any government, is what they said. It's unreasonable, invasive, and unsafe, and accusing the city of asking restaurants to segregate customers based on vaccine documentation. Yeah, they're not doing it. And so why can't we get one here? How tough would that be to get an In-N-Out in how tough would it be to get a White Castle? Can we get a White Castle in Southwest Florida? Can we do that? The nearest one is where? Orlando? I don't even know. We're looking at some of the texts that came in while we were on the break. Charlie said Jen Psaki should be called Little Red Lying Hood. I see what he did there. It's otherwise known as
True international effort to pressure.
Somebody mentioned that Jumanji, it was Jumanji the movie where, when I was talking about the zebras and the way to catch the one zebra is they believe that because they're herding animals, that if you send more zebras out in Maryland, that they'll all herd up together and then that's how you'll catch them, that the danger would be Jumanji. Is that what? You ever watched the movie Jumanji? You know what I'm talking about?
Never a fan of that movie.
Why?
I don't know. It was just really, it was kind of scary as a kid for some reason.
Yeah, I could see that. All right. What else? Yeah, we were talking about truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. That's Superman is. But if you keep saying truth, justice, in the American way every time Superman, well, I don't know whether Superman is going to be. If they do a Superman movie or one where he's in it in the future, and then after the movie, everybody's excited and wow, that was a really good movie. Truth, justice, in the American way. Like you say it anyway because you know that's the way it should be. What happens? I wonder if they would, if enough people, well, you just don't go see the movie, I guess that's the point. Let's see, what are some of the other headlines that I wanted to touch on? I don't know, maybe we'll just go to phones before we head out. Got a couple calls. All right. Todd's in Bonita. Hi, Todd.
Hey, Drew. Yeah, no border crisis here. Just another 90,000 caravan heading this way.
No, you know, if the person who's the nominee for the Customs and Border Patrol says it doesn't want to admit that there's a crisis along the border, that sounds par for this administration's course. That's what it sounds like.
Hey, Drew, it seems like Peter Doocy must be the only one asking questions at these press conferences. I never see anybody else asking any questions or serious questions.
Well, there are some that push back a little bit. Every once in a while, they'll throw a bone to somebody. But, it doesn't matter because ultimately they're going to have this arrogant attitude towards Peter Doocy and others that are going to question this administration because it's the best that they can do. The best that they can do is to try to make everybody feel like you shouldn't be asking the questions. I mean, isn't that par for this administration's course as well and for the country? Not the majority, but what the minority of voices are saying, which is, listen, this is the reality. This is what is happening. The supply chain issue is fine. It's just because more people want goods and services to get over it. And if you disagree with that, then you're a lunkhead, I guess. And that's because that's what you do. That's the way you argue. You don't actually you do use the word lunkhead. I kind of like that. Okay, good. There goes Todd and Benita, who didn't understand what I meant by lunkhead. Is it lunkhead? I don't know. Barry is in L.A. Isn't it lunkhead? Lughead? Have you ever heard that?
Lughead.
It's lughead, right? I said I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. It's the end of the show. So. All right, we got just a minute. Barry, what's on your mind? Quick.
I was just wondering why nobody's making the link between Biden's slogan of Build Back Better with the Great Reset that's going on right now. Their slogan is also the same thing. That's where he got it from, is Build Back Better, and how they're manipulating our currency. And the press conference that Biden gave last Friday about how they're going to start pressuring companies with these social credits, and if you don't do this, then banks won't give you loans. If you don't comply with that, they don't give you loans. So I think we need to get the word out that this is all part of the New World Order. It's just plain and simple. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for the call there, Barry. I know that Glenn Beck did a whole show, I believe, just the other day on that very topic of the Build Back Better and the origins of it and this great reset. And it is legit and it is happening. And I would agree. And I will have some folks on coming up, I promise, that will dig into those details. Maybe we get Dave Boy and some others that are talking about this and the importance of recognizing it. And a parallel economy, everybody. It just has to happen. We just have to have one. We were supposed to have a guest on today that was going to, maybe we'll get him tomorrow, that was talking about how they're getting ready to build a second internet. That they were like, listen, the only way that we can get things done and to have our voices heard is to have a parallel economy, places that you can go to shop, places that you can go to bank, places that you can go even on an internet that is not afraid of speech, is not going to stifle and hold back your speech. And that there is a company that's building right now a second internet as we speak. And I'm trying to think of, RightForge is the name of the company as they're building this right now. How that works, I was hoping to have that conversation with them today to find out, but yep. They're saying, look, we've done it before. We started from scratch, and we have what we have now. We could do it again.
This is Daybreak